nothing will happen for a little while.
Well, we'll see.
Well, I can talk. Do we need to come thinking about cleaning up my note sheet? Do we need to keep all the info about Vita and Franz and Kreutz and Herring and the gang?
I don't think so. Most of them are dead at this point.
Only one of them.
I don't know, just put it on the Word document or something, on the Google Doc, and then it's saved.
Oh, right.
Are you afraid that you're going to...
Yeah, I've got loads of notes about them as well.
You're afraid that you're going to run out of hard drive space?
I'll get it out of rag speak and clean it up and put it on there later.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just putting it at the bottom of the Prestige Shop stuff.
You could just make your own fucking Word document. You're messing up mine.
Well, it's
hours,
just,
comrade.
Yeah, hours. Yeah.
Hours. Appropriation. Right, well, it appears as if we are in fact online. So this will be a little bit of a organizational episode where you guys can finish up whatever business you have left and potentially decide where you want to go from here.
It'd be great if we could have a link to that document with the Prestige Shop.
You already have that link, you lazy little wanker.
It's pinned in the D&D.
Oh, is it now? Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Where? Oh, it's reverse chronological. That's really helpful. I thought the newest thing would be at the top.
Nope. I don't see why you would ever think such a thing. It seems ridiculous.
Yeah, Discord would never make a bad decision about how to create their client. Alright,
you did do some shopping last time, the car and the rifle, I believe.
No, we got loads. How many RPs did we have in the end? It was 600 or something, wasn't it?
It looks like we have 440 remaining.
Is that remaining?
Yeah, I have it written on the bottom under player equipment. I even have a little picture of the Batmobile.
Right, okay. Let's just. I wasn't sure if that was the total we'd spent or the amount we had left, but okay. No, it is 440 remaining, isn't it?
Arch, I take it it's okay if the audience see this document with the shop?
Relatively speaking, yes.
Alright, well, they have seen the top of it at least.
So we've got we've got what the Batmobile, a 1 SSR Heinsolt Wetzlar Diatlin times 4. What times 4 P? Oh right, times 4 ammo. Right, okay. So what the fuck was that again?
Let's see, 260, 440. Yep, 440 remaining seems right about where it should be.
Right, it's a sniper.
What's the German for? What's Batmobile in German?
Well, first you need to figure out what bat is.
Schlager.
Schlager.
I was about to say, I'm sure that there's no direct translation, but then it is German. You can literally just sew other words together to make a longer word.
I'm pretty sure there is a direct translation from bat.
Yeah,
no, for Batmobile. Though.
I've googled it.
Yes.
It's Fledermaus.
But Schlager. No, Schlager is not. That's the hitty thing.
Right. Well, I want the flyy thing.
But the first one Sargon mentioned, that one's probably correct, yes.
Fledermaus Auto, is it? Sorry.
Yes, Fledermaus, which is kind of the same word as in Norwegian, flaggermus.
Die Fledermaus?
Good to know.
Does that mean flying mouse?
I think it probably does.
Yeah, it literally means flying mouse car. Right, okay, I'm calling it.
Very well, it shall be Die Fledermaus.
Our badass vampire unit is called the Flying Mice.
No, it's the flying mouse car. The literal
flying mouse car.
Yes.
That's a little less badass than Batmobile, I have to say.
I don't see why you say that.
Flying mouse car?
Honestly, we're using the most gothic sounding language possible, and we've made it sound so gay.
Yes.
Don't worry, it's okay. It doesn't have to be good. It just has to defy expectations. Star Wars writers.
Yes. Subvert them. To the flying mouse car.
So you have also you did purchase a rifle for Uzulu, the Polish one.
Ah, fantastic.
Yes.
Yes, chat, it looks really cool.
The really retardedly expensive Polish one.
Yeah, but it'll stop me from whining, so it's worth it.
Yeah, I
Yes.
got one of those too. Is it the Carabin?
The Carabin, yes. You've currently purchased one of those.
Oh no, I've got one too.
Just one in the dock. Another one would be another 150 points.
Okay, well, Oozly, you better buy yourself another. I'm sure we had a disagreement about this. Like, I was buying one because fuck everyone, I'm buying one.
Technically speaking, I think like one exists as well, so...
I took my gun from a dead man. It was free.
The best kind of gun.
I was under the impression, Sargon, that you were insisting that we get one for me, but now I learn you were insisting that you get one for you.
I thought,
Well, I mean, I've written it down on my equipment and everything, and I recall being quite belligerent about buying it, because I only have a pistol at the moment, a Russian revolver that does damage 2. And so
That was your choice. You've got a sword as well.
Yeah, but when they're a long way away, I need another way of
when I
killing.
need to stab them at a distance, I need a gun.
Well, maybe you should have gone for a gun at the beginning then.
Sargon has stolen Uzlu's rifle.
You can have my
No,
MP38.
I bought my own, but we've got 440 left. Buy another one.
Hold up, I've got an inventory. I could see what I've got here. It's in details. All right, I have a Luger pistol. I have my Beretta M38. That's an SMG. That's what I used before. I have my M40 now. I have one AT mine, 2 S mines, the Solitherm anti-tank rifle, and my crappy Russian revolver.
Look. Put another one in, and then just call it Uzi.
I'm doing it.
And then we're down to 200 and 150, 290 RP left. But that's fine. We're all kitted out. Got a car. I'm going to paint a flying mouse on it.
I'm already. I'm getting. I've got GIMP open in the back. We doing this, boys.
300 points spent on 2 rifles. Well,
They're fucking good rifles.
Yeah,
have you got
2
the, have you got
rifles
the
will
details of them?
They are
shoot
good rifles.
people and kill them.
they are good rifles. This is true.
Yeah, Oozlu, do you have the details?
Yes, I put it in my sheet.
Right.
So we're 150 points down from where we were.
Yeah, but that's fine. Pennies well spent, I think.
Yeah.
Pennies.
So should we give a brief explanation of what this gun does? It's semi-auto, I think, and it's 10 mag capacity, which is pretty good. What else was good about it? Arch, you sold it to us really well last time.
Right, so the Karabin Zamu Puwa Zazirnislisklik W blah 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 Polish language.
Oh, okay. So that now it's saying something. Okay, so
Now it says that because I don't speak fucking Polak.
you don't speak German.
Yeah.
He does speak German, really, doesn't he?
No, well, we don't.
Yes.
Have some sympathy.
We don't. So when he says the Gunter Flune Schleiden Fliegenflugen, we don't know. We have no idea
Then
what
I
the hell that
expect you
means.
to understand.
I think you'll find that's just magical language.
It's the Sims Bombayar.
But no, ich sprechen Deutsch. Oh well, I don't speak. I don't speak in
I don't
anywhere
care
near
about the
as good as I
Dutch.
used to. But
Dutch is basically the same as Deutsch.
So
the
is Norwegian.
Karabin was invented by Josef Maroszek, and it was absolutely revolutionary for the time. It was beyond anything ever created, or pretty much since either. A magazine capacity of 10 rounds was unrivaled, with 1 in the chamber. It was a tad on the heavy side at 4.5 kilos, but not bad. It was also ludicrously accurate. It literally shot down an aircraft in the hands of its creator. And it was mechanically brilliant as well. Compared to the M1 Garand, for example, which constantly fucking jammed like the piece of shit American crap it was, this was a beauty. The only problem was it cost an absolute arm and a leg, with each rifle costing, I think, like $6,000 equivalents, which was insane.
Cost us 150 fucking prestige.
Yes, it was retardedly
More than the
expensive
car.
to produce.
Well, that said, we'll probably keep it for the rest of the campaign, so I'm not too bothered.
Yeah.
What is your firearms, Siron?
3.
Fair enough. I've got 3 as well. I thought I had 4. No, it's
Yeah,
4
I've got-
composure I've got, which is used with firearms.
Yeah.
I might put another point in firearms down. I have some points left to spend. We do use them enough.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I've got 4 in melee, 3 in firearms. So
Okay.
I'm a pretty good warrior, if nothing else.
Yeah, just watch out for that voice break while you're trying to intimidate someone.
Do you guys want to have me make our icon with the rainbow flag to show our solidarity with the LGBT community?
Well, it depends if we're trying to fit in with the Soviets.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We are a minority.
I'll make the red stripe a little larger just to fit in.
And make the blue stripe a bit smaller. Don't want to
Vampire
look
rights.
Jewish.
Yeah.
I can I'm trans, I guess.
So, Arch, is this a new day?
Is it?
Well, yeah, because we shelled the place last time.
You did
then I
show
spent- I
the
spent-
last time. Then you spent the night at the library. Yeah, so this is the new day. So you can get your willpower back.
Excellent.
Did we get any XP or prestige from absolutely annihilating our enemies?
We got it last time.
Got that rested.
Tell him that.
Your cock.
Don't tell him that.
Right. How much willpower did you get again? It was one of your stats, wasn't it?
I
a
have
max of
5, so let me
Yeah.
let
I've
me
got
look.
6.
Yeah, so
So
it's
it
stat
must
based.
be your core. It must be your stamina plus resolve, I think.
Let me
Or
look it up.
that's 5. See what's 6 for you, Sargon. However we calculated it, because I've got 5.
Well, I mean, I can calculate a bunch of ways.
Composure plus resolve is your total, but we figured out how you would regain it each day, which I think was one of your stats.
Okay, let me look it up. Getting the old rule book out so I can rules lawyer.
Yeah,
Remember,
because I've got
Uzlu
the
always
5.
says to tell the truth or at least don't lie.
I mean, I agree with Jordan Peterson on that, but that's not what Jürgen Panterson would say.
Well, what would Jürgen Panterson say?
Tell the big lie, or at least don't tell the truth.
Good call, good call. Has Jürgen Panterson got some sort of manifesto we can read?
Yeah, you put a lot of effort into this RP, aren't you, Sargon?
Some kind of self-help book, maybe.
Well, it doesn't involve rehab, I can tell you that much. Just typical. Jordan Peterson drops off the public stage at the moment that I start doing a parody of him. That is going to last for years.
You can use either your composure or resolve, like whichever one is highest, and that's the number of points you regain.
I'm good then.
So I've only regained 2 out of my 5. All
I've
right.
never gained 3 out of my 6.
As Chat is saying, 12 rules for Reich.
Yeah, yes.
I had a lot of these.
12 rules for Lieben.
Can someone knock up a photoshopped book cover for Uzlu?
Speaking of knock up, how you doing over there, Dev?
Sorry?
He's
didn't
not
hear that.
showing yet, but soon.
Oh. No, vampires can't get pregnant.
Soon. It's
You
been
can.
like a couple days.
No, only thin bloods can get pregnant, and none of us are thin bloods.
You didn't know that.
Well, we can't use thin blood alchemy,
Details.
and we have discipline, so we can't be thin bloods.
I don't know. I
Don't
feel
give a
like
shit.
this far into vampires existing, we would have found out which ones of us can get pregnant or not.
And it's definitely fucking Dev.
Wow, Dev, would you look at that? Suddenly, when it works for you, the rules lawyering is against the DM instead of against your fellow players. Oh, you look at that.
For once.
It's the rules.
Oh yeah. Just so happens that they're on your side this time. Eh?
Yeah.
Just so happens.
Is every picture of a bat on fucking Shutterstock? Dear God.
Probably.
I'm about to just trim an actual bat and slap it on there at this point.
If you get a Shutterstock one, do a reverse image search. That might be
to purchase from the Prestige shop.
some paint to draw a bat.
You can't.
No, I'm gonna
Actually
do the
getting
eagle
paint from
on the
it.
swastika, but a bat instead of the eagle. It's gonna be fucking sick.
It's been longer since we no longer needed paint than the total amount of time that we needed it, and we still haven't found it.
Hmm.
I can't believe we still can't find paint.
You can't find paint.
Well, this explains why all the colors back in all the photos back in the day were in black and white because they didn't have any fucking paint.
Precisely.
Fuck. Can I not just go out to some German shop and buy some?
We're in Berlin.
Yeah. Nope. Berlin's having a paint drought.
Players revolt now.
Well, then can requisition some because we're part of the war effort?
Yeah.
We are. We're literally.
How many prestige points?
I take it that the paint is going to cost more prestige than the gun.
You were going to sell us tanks, but not paint.
Precisely.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to find a hardware store. We're going to rob it. If they want to sell it to us, that will be the campaign. We'll steal the paint. We're going to roll for it.
I mean, there's no other way we're going to get it, so I don't see any other option, really.
It's too heavily guarded, probably.
It isn't.
Hardware store? The whole
yeah.
depot is too heavily guarded?
Yeah, 5 vampires couldn't break through one fat mole cop, I'm sure.
Holy fuck, Jeremy.
What?
Sorry,
Jeremy?
This isn't part of the campaign, but look at this. Jesus. Someone just got murdered.
What?
Well, metaphorically. I posted the tweet in D&D.
Yeah, rest in piss 2019, I lived, bitch.
Oh, what,
And then
the guy
too
that
bad
she...
Alec didn't. Fucking hell, Jeremy, that's spicy.
Who's Alec?
The guy that...
That's Zoe Quinn's body count.
Yeah.
Oh,
the guy
yeah,
that
that's
suicided
right. Yeah, I
her.
remember, yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't suicide due to overexposure to Zoe Quinn, to be honest?
Fucking into fake allegations by Zoe Quinn. Fuck me. That's spicy as fuck.
All right, so if we have begun the new day,
Oh, it's a lovely day.
oh wait, I failed my library roll last time, didn't I?
God damn it, Dev.
You just didn't get enough.
Just couldn't
So
stay
I
quiet.
have succeeded. Well, we still don't have the information with the. It was a bone, right? It was a ruined bone.
No.
You're thinking of
It was
Dishonored.
the spell book,
Yeah, that was what Sargon did. He fucked up yours.
right?
Yeah.
So we do not have the information on the ruined bone yet. Okay.
Well, you need to go to the library again. Roll a cult.
Is it going to take me all night to do this?
Probably.
Isn't a
God damn
cult
it.
Sargon's thing?
Well, I
definitely
guess
seems like
Sargon,
he's got
you could take this job over since I failed it last time.
Oh, can I? I'm too busy writing 12 rules for Reich. Thank you very much.
I only have 1 point in the cult. How many does everyone else have?
I think
I
0.
don't have any, I don't think.
I got 0.
Hmm.
I think Sargon has 3.
This is all really unfortunate for
Look,
Dev.
I'm on rule 5 now, okay? So
He's actually doing it as well.
Are you actually?
Yeah?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. I guess I'll look it up because Sargon's busy writing his autobiography.
It's not my autobiography. It's a self-help book for Nazis.
YouTube radical Sargon of Akkad writes self-help book for Nazis. Wow, watching every episode of this stream's finally paying off. Am I right, Right-Wing Watch?
So it's a cult and what, Arch, to research?
What did we use last time? A cult and something.
It was either intelligence or wits.
I think it's probably intelligence.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. Occult, intelligence, and this will be my night. Oh, Jesus. God damn it.
One degree of success.
Wait, should I re-roll that? Because shouldn't I get a bonus for having at least made a partial success last night so I can pick up where I left off?
Yeah.
Nah.
Nice try.
Come on.
That's
It does kind of make sense, but you just got rules lawyered.
Come back to bite you in the ass.
Deb spends the whole night, comes back dejected, still doesn't understand Russian.
God damn it. Okay, I'm leaving this book to you, Sargon, since I obviously can't do this with my 1 point in occult.
Okay, what am I doing with it, sorry? What do I need to roll?
It'll have to be the next day regardless.
Yeah.
I've already
Well,
spent
can't-
the night.
Can't
I've already spent the night doing that, so.
next day then, occult and intelligence.
We're just skipping over whatever else is doing tonight.
Well, no. While you guys are doing your booking, or at least doing your attempt,
Okay.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with Emil, because I had requested that he put me in contact with, I don't know, a Hundmeister or whatever it is they're called in Germany, so I can get a harness made and get a famulus, because that's something that I can have as part of animalism that I haven't actually done yet.
Okay, so first you need to get to a fetish wear specialist who can create you a harness.
It's war fetish. Fine. Blitz. I don't even know.
Loads of people are apparently doing this book thing. I've just had 2 requests of how I spell my character's name.
There you go.
So I've got something that will help you write it as well. I made some notes on Jürgen Panzerson quotes.
Well, they can go into it, can't they?
Yeah. So some of them probably are some of those rules, actually. So we can collaborate. There we go.
Okay, so is this fetish wear for use in your walrus form or human form?
My proud noble form is the well, it's kind of both. What it is it'll basically, it will allow me to put things in the harness so that when I transform, I can carry that stuff with me. So when I revert back to a human form, it will be there with me. So this will go basically underneath my coat or jacket or whatever. It's basically just load-bearing gear.
So you'll need something that can fit both a human and a walrus.
Yeah, something that will basically allow me to carry it with me.
Well, that is going to make it more difficult. So, yeah, he can refer you to someone like that. He's not really. Emil's not much into the noble sports himself, like counting and such. That is for the upper classes, and the socialist revolution has no need for such things. But he can refer you to somebody who has at least been doing this in the past. It's a nice little leather shop, it stinks of piss and sulfur and such things.
No, this will all be framed from the point of view of, I'm looking to get an attack dog and a harness that can double up for, swapping from him to me, or depending on whatever we need. Something that's versatile, something that's useful.
He'll reply to everything you say with, oh yeah, sure, buddy.
This is not an unusual request.
Well, yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
We can play out this role-playing session right here. You come to his abode. Is in the middle of Berlin. It's a nice old wooden building. Inside is a fat man with a walrus mustache who greets you amiably and wishes to know what it is you need. Good sir.
So this gentleman is the guy.
He is the proprietor and the chief leather worker. His hands are coarse and hard after working the leather his whole life. It takes a real man to drag that much leather.
All right.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much tell him that I'm looking to get a specified animal harness that can be not necessarily retrofitted, but can double as one that would fit human proportions. I'm looking to get an attack dog, a guard dog, essentially, to take with me into the field with the squad. And I want something that's versatile. I'll tell him that it needs to be able to be essentially modular. It needs to be able to hold submachine gun, the MP40 in particular, a couple landmines, maybe some hand grenades, and that I can... I don't know if there's a prototype Molly system or whatever was used back in the day, but whatever we can use to make it versatile and modular, that'd be what I'm pretty much looking for.
Okay. As you keep speaking, he's one bushy eyebrow, the right one specifically, inches ever higher as your list gets more and more insane. It begins rising round about the time when you're stating that you wish to wear the dog's harness on occasion.
No, the dog would wear my harness on occasion. It's very, very important. Very important distinction. If I need him to carry my stuff, yeah.
Yes, the machine guns and the hand grenades.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the soldier here? You or me? That's right.
He asks whether, just to clarify, whether or not you are intending to wear the harness and then put it on the dog?
For the most part, yes. That'll pretty much be. It needs to be an option. Yes. And I'll hand him also. I'll have written down the specifications for it will be the wolf form that I take, but I'll have the specifications and I'll give those to him and say it needs to fit these dimensions, or at least be able to be tightened or cinched into these locations as well, with appropriate padding where necessary.
Yeah, no, specifications, about 2,000 kilograms, flippers, large teeth.
Oh yeah, sonar, just the whole bit.
Hey man, I'm thinking we're getting a shape-shifting attack dog.
He wishes to know whether or not it would be sufficient to just have a bag to carry the harness in, or if you have to actually physically wear it.
I'll say I've explored other options, and we have some of those back at the base. The missions that we take part in are unfortunately classified and often require us to take gear into the field that is unorthodox.
And where would you like to place the miners' quarters? This wall of the castle here or over here? This road down this route, or maybe a few inches to the left?
Incidentally, I finished 12 Rules for Reich. It's in the bottom of the Prestige Shop document.
Good place for it, I guess.
Well, it's just the general document. Should probably change that, really.
All right,
Right,
chat can see them now.
Walter is a little bit perturbed as to this particular order. He scratches his head, strokes his generous walrus mustache, and says that it wouldn't necessarily be impossible, but it wouldn't be easy.
If I thought it was easy, I wouldn't have risked another person to mess it up.
Okay, well, that makes him very happy that you trust Walter so much with your fetish harness.
Look, he's German. He must be okay with it.
Well, he has crafted the occasional innovative lederhosen in his time with a French opening, but...
There we go.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, don't pretend like you're innocent here, Walter.
Right. He gives you a figure for the harness, which will transmit into about, let's say, 50 RP points. So press
sounds good.
RP.
Yeah, sure. This will be a statement I assume I place back in with command that they'll supply at the exchange of the work.
And they'll give him the money required.
So we're down to 240 RP, and Rags bought us kinky harness.
This will allow us to do extremely useful things. So,
okay,
I'm fine with it. Yeah.
So, chat, for those curious, Sargon's written the 12 rules here, and then the things underneath are the quotes that I'd made up in the past.
Yeah.
I used a few of them in the show, but yeah.
Do you want to read them out and see if you agree with them?
Can do. So, 12 rules for Reich. Rule 1. Goose step straight with your shoulders back. Can't see anything wrong with that. It's just a good German thing to do.
That's just good posture.
Exactly.
That's true, yeah.
That's just like a...
Treat the Reich like something you're responsible for. I mean, you are, and if you don't, you'll be killed, so... that one's also a rule for life, like, literally. Make friends with the Germans who want the best for the party. I mean, that is literally just a straight conversion. That's just one moral system to another, yeah.
It's just a survival strategy, really.
Compare yourself to who you gassed yesterday, not who someone else is gassing today. I mean, if we compare ourselves to the bad people, we'll always be optimistic and confident, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're not getting gassed, so we must be doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
Do not let your children do anything that makes Jews like them. My version was similar. Do not let der Juden do anything that makes you dislike them.
By definition, you dislike them because they're Jewish.
I guess so. Yeah, but hiding in an attic, like, that's too far.
Okay.
Disavow.
Yeah, disavow. No, go on.
set your Wehrmacht in order before you blitzkrieg the world. Honestly, I think you could do both at the same time.
No, I think you have to have a well-ordered Wehrmacht in order to blitzkrieg the world. So
Yeah, Adolf Hitler was really in order towards the end of the war, wasn't he? While he was still blitzing London.
no, that's why he failed.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. I suppose then it is good advice, but good advice that is not very respective of the failures of our existing leader, because we don't know that yet.
Yeah, we don't know that yet.
Pursue what is Aryan, not what just create. No, I guess not just what creates Lebensraum.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they would say about that. It's very sort of principle over pragmatism, but the pragmatism is also pretty important.
But the following the pure adherence to the principles will create the Lebensraum in turn. Don't
Yes.
just pursue the result; you pursue the good.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that was the original intention of Jordan's rule as well, wasn't it? Same thing, different application. Yeah. Yeah, and you've you used my suggestion for the next one. Tell the big lie, or at least don't tell the truth.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Assume that the person you're listening to might be a secret Jew. I think I prefer my one for that. So the original line is, assume that the person you're listening to might know something you don't. And my version was, assume that the person you're listening to might know something about enemy troop movements you don't, but can report them for.
No, I think might be secret Jews funnier.
Okay, fair enough. I guess my mistake for going for something witty instead. Be precise in your demagoguery. But that admits that we're doing something wrong. At least if we're precise in our marksmanship, it goes along with my character and explains why I have such good marksmanship.
But demagoguery advances the cause of the Reich, and anything that advances the cause of the Reich is good. So why is it wrong to be a demagogue?
Yeah, but you don't call it murder when you kill the Jews, because you don't consider them people.
Because it's not.
You would use
I
a
didn't
good
say-
word for it. Demagoguery is not a good word.
Demagoguery wasn't necessarily a bad word if it's good to be a demagogue. What was your choice for that instead?
I don't think I did one for all of these, but I just used be precise in your marksmanship, because the Nazis did do a lot of shooting.
Yeah, that's good. I'll change that.
All right. I'm not sure it quite captures the original spirit, but it does make sense given the war context.
Yeah.
Do not bother children while they are marching in Heiling the Führer.
Marching and hiling the Führer.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I had. Do not bother children while they are Heiling.
Yeah.
And give a Roman salute to an SS officer when you encounter one in the street.
Yeah.
What did I have for that? Report a Jew when you encounter one in the attic.
Okay, I'll change that. That's good.
Yeah. Carlos posted the cover of the book, by the way.
Oh, fantastic. I'll get that in a minute.
I think these are good rules that we can all agree on. Will create a good Reich.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of thing that Jürgen Panzerson would get behind, isn't it?
Definitely.
So I spent my day researching. Reg's getting a harness, and you two are writing a book.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a productive day.
It's going to be a bestseller.
It's one of my favorites. Sometimes when things are not going well, it's not the world that's the cause. Can you guess who is the cause, folks? Yup, you guessed it. It's the Jews.
This is all starting to sound awfully left-wing.
Well, to be fair, if Adolf Hitler was alive today, I don't think he'd vote conservative.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he wouldn't vote for Lib Dem
He
either.
wouldn't. He was a rabid environmentalist. He
Yeah.
would not write fucking conservative.
And Boris keeps making capitalist arguments too.
Yeah.
He keeps going on about being a free marketer.
Yeah.
Hitler would fucking have a conniption fit.
Although, consider that Boris has talked about social justice, and that's very fascist.
Well, yeah, but then that means Corbyn's miles ahead of everyone.
It's true, yeah, no, he would still vote Labour.
Pretty hardcore Corbynista.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Especially since he was a failed artist.
Yeah, yeah, oh, totally.
It puts him in the in the gap year class.
Yeah. Right, what are we doing next?
Yeah, we were playing a video game or something. I can't remember.
Well, no. Was yeah? Was I? Are we going on to like the next day or what?
Yes, apparently.
Right. Okay.
Did you get your harness, Regs? You're all set?
It's being, yeah, I guess if I have to either pick it up later
Crafted
or
with great amounts of love, care, oil, stretching, beatings.
Well, I'd
Just imagine
nothing
Volta
less.
sweating over this thing, pulling the
Why?
high fist, right, rubbing it with the oils.
Why?
Gosh, do you need a minute?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna spend a willpower point on rerolling 3 of these die, while you're doing whatever it is you're doing. That's much better. 2 2s and a 3, I'll re-roll.
Okay.
4 4 9. 4 9.
Right, yeah. I mean, you didn't even need to. That was a critical success as well, but...
I want to spend
Minor.
really high success. What's the deal with this magic book?
All right. As you take over the book from Dev, grabbing it out of his hands, useless little Dev, shoving him away.
Let me show you how it's done. Montage starts. Eye of the Tiger, Dewey Decimal System. Go!
You sit down in the libraries and begin to study the book. You notice the occasional stare from the library attendant that Dev raped. He seems to be sad and alone.
I'm not going to rape him, sorry.
I'm sorry, I must have missed that. Who did Dev rape and why?
Yeah.
It doesn't take you that long, however, following some of Dev's notes as well, whenever he could tear his eyes off the pretty little bouncing bum of the busboy.
Christ, Dev.
You eventually figure out what was Dev's little snag. The book is written in what at first you thought was Russian, but upon further examination turns out to be an old dialect of Novgorod. Once you've figured that out, you can start looking up references, and slowly but surely you begin decoding the book.
Dev, it's like you haven't even studied your Russian linguistic history.
Hey guys, we're currently examining the Da Vinci Code. Get it?
No.
No.
Da as in Russian for yes.
No. Still no.
Well, I'm seeing anyone else trying.
I appreciate the effort.
Yeah, you'd better. I'm taking my 5 for effort, motherfuckers.
I'm going to take 10 on your next joke.
Uzulu wins a participation trophy.
Yeah, really shiny one.
It's a gingerbread man on a string. All right. The magic book is slowly taking shape before you, and you start realizing why it was written in such an archaic and difficult to understand language. It details several blood magic rituals and how to carry them out with the expected level of precision. The book, as long as you have it on your person when you're carrying out the ritual and can read from it, which means in this case, unless you learn Novgorodian, you're going to have a reference book as well. Reduces the difficulty of any blood magic ritual by 1 to a minimum of difficulty 1.
Okay, that's good to know. I do happen to have blood magic. Does anyone else have it?
I've got blood, but no magic.
Just you.
Oh, there we go. I guess I'll keep the book.
The party mage.
So both of these artifacts basically help Sargon with his spell casting then.
Yeah.
In some
The runic bone allows that works for anyone. It is any discipline.
And sorry, what does that do again?
It gives you 1 extra bonus dice to any discipline per day.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Pretty good, actually.
It could be very useful.
And
Yeah,
you just need a translation book then to be able to use that book effectively. All right. I mean, you're in a library. You can probably find one.
He has found one.
Yeah, can I take this book or buy it or what?
Well, normally they don't sell books in the library.
Or can I rent it and just never bring it back?
You'll owe 10 cents though.
All right. Yeah, well, that's okay.
You have to go through that annoying process of creating a library card, and
Okay, I'll do it. Yeah,
he's
I'll do it.
like, "Oh, we'll come take your money if you don't give it back."
That's absolutely fine. I promise that I'll return it within 2 weeks or whatever it is.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Joke's on them, we're taking it to the front.
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
bones this bones effect does it apply for the whole day or just for that one usage of the disciplines?
It's just that one.
That one check.
Okay.
I mean, it's still pretty useful.
Yeah, I just when I write it down, I just want to make sure it's there.
You could copy the book. That's true. And then return it. Be a good guy.
Is that easy in the 40s?
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, why would I do that? Right, what else are we doing today?
They might revoke your library card if you keep it too long.
I'll take the risk.
9.
Yeah, I think we faced tougher opponents. To be honest,
Yeah.
any minute this campaign is going to turn into okay, guys, we have to intimidate the librarian into leaving us the fuck alone. We have to plant dirt on him.
No.
I kind of want to see the librarian come back as a werewolf or something and just fuck us up. That'd be amazing.
Arch is doing that now.
Book.
Yeah, for the book. It'll be like all he cares about is his books, but he's a werewolf.
You owe me 7 Deutschmarks and 33 Pfennigs for this overdue book. I've only got rubles. I mean, like, what the fuck do I do?
All right. So the way it works specifically is if the blood sorcery requires a dice test of any sort, then that difficulty is reduced by 1. So in the case of Taste the Blood, for example, which is Resolve plus Blood Sorcery, difficulty 3, it will be difficulty 2, as long as you have the book.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good.
Right. Is there anything else anyone needs to do?
Let me see. I don't think I have anything else in my to-do list here. I think we're pretty good. I'm trying to think of any. Do we have any smoke grenades? Those might be useful for creating cover. Can we requisition some smoke grenades? Do those exist as a thing, or
Kind of, and simultaneously not quite.
Well, for the purposes of us playing, could we get smoke grenades?
Possibly. I'll consider it for...
Yeah, those could be nifty to play around with.
That is a good idea. I wonder when they were invented.
Smoke grenades have been around for quite some while, but they utilize less than harmless methods of producing the smoke.
Basically, just being able to throw it, it creates a smoke cloud for cover and concealment and stuff like that. Something to consider for the future. I would like to have some. That could be really nifty.
Next, you'll be asking for P90s.
Right, should we go speak to like Emil or someone?
Oh, I want to go. I want to go acquire a Learn Russian book. I want to get a book on Russian. Yes.
Well, last time we figured out that was 2 points, wasn't it? 2 experience points to learn a new language.
Is there a way for me?
That's not much.
Well, yeah, but is there a way for me to over time in game learn Russian through books?
Let me think. No.
Two experience is really not very much.
Yeah, but I'm saving it, and this is this campaign, so I want to kind of really hold on to it while I've got it. All right, if I can't, okay, never mind then. Cross that off the list. I still need to get a Famulus.
A Famulus. I see. Well, what is a Famulus?
A Famulus is pretty much like an animal companion. It's part of animalism. Let me pull it up here.
What I think you're looking for is that it's the faggoty word for familiar.
Yeah, we could use familiar. That's the it's called the Famulus in this. I'd prefer familiar actually. That's just what the book calls them.
Famulus is a gay word, and I do not like it.
So let's see. I could basically blood bond with an animal to make it a familiar and form a mental link with it and facilitate the use of other animalism powers.
Get a flying mouse.
A flying mouse. While this power alone does not allow two-way communication with the animal, it can follow simple verbal instructions such as stay and come here, etc. It attacks in defense of itself and its master, but cannot otherwise be persuaded to fight something it would not normally attack. So that's why I want to get like a guard dog, a Russian, or sorry, not Russian, like a big German attack dog sort of thing.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, the test itself is easy enough. You need to keep it close by for 3 days and spend a... So when you got it, you don't need to spend any further. Finish what I'm saying. Yeah, so you need 3 nights and 3 rouse checks to feed it your blood to make it bond with you.
Yeah, we could do that. And I
Are you looking for anything in particular about this dog?
Yes, I am. Yes. Physically, just a strong, tough attack dog. Nothing particularly noteworthy other than it needs to be a fine German attack dog.
German
But
Shepherd.
also, yeah, pretty much.
You want something? You could potentially get something bred and trained for that role.
Yes, absolutely. With a stipulation, because we are vampires and we do not venture out during the day. I want a dog that is familiar with sleeping during the day, or at least being idle during the day, and working and going out and stuff at night, so it can pretty much be synchronized with the kind of work that we'll be doing.
Well, I imagine that's just a question of sleep pattern.
It is for dogs. Dogs generally will match the sleep patterns of their owners.
Yeah, I can't come up with like any specific biological reason why it would do that and not do so. So that would just be a question of training it.
Yeah. So I don't think there's anything really otherwise in particular that I need about it, other than pretty much that.
All right. Well, as it so happens, Rags, my kawaii little walrus creature, the Germans were actually quite fond of using dogs. What would it? The military police would certainly have some, absolutely. But there were also some more specialist ones. I believe there was actually a Gebirgsjäger formation that used dogs actively, like in a potential combat role.
Mm-hmm.
Where were they even?
Doggos are good boys, according to the Nazis. Very interesting.
Hey, Uzulu,
Yes, Dev.
put up that coat of arms.
Where are we
It's
looking?
adorable. It's in the tapestries, yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll all have like arm patches that have that on it.
I quite like the one that Rags has done here. Actually,
I quite like the one that Carlos did. I think I'm going to force you to use that.
No.
Very intimidating.
It's very
Rags'
intimidating.
one's awesome.
Yeah, but this one's cuter.
Replace Rags' bat with the mouse one then.
All right. Yes. You could track down a specially trained dog.
Yeah, I want some specialist stuff.
This one would be able to attack people up to. It wouldn't be bound by the usual logic of a dog and not attacking things that are larger than it or people, etc. This one would be trained specifically for that purpose. They probably wouldn't be able to kill someone.
I don't
But it
know.
would
It
harass the shit
depends
out
on the dog, certainly. If I can get some Mabari level Warhound, then I want to go for it.
I don't think I'd want to be mauled by an Alsatian though. I think there's every chance it could kill me if I wasn't fighting back very well.
Biggest thing I can get.
No, I don't think this thing can kill anyone. Not unless the guy is not fighting at all, practically. I mean, if it's a soldier, he's probably going to kill the dog long before the dog is going to kill him.
Maybe. I mean, Alsatians are tough things though, man.
They are, but still. But it would be able to carry out an attack command on a human. So if you want a specially trained dog, I'll ask for another 50 RP for that. If you just want any dog, then you can have that for free.
I want the specialist.
Rags is burning up our RP, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing.
Yeah, but this is a very useful
You wanted to
tool,
buy a
though.
tank, yeah. If it could do...
We
if it
didn't
could-
get the tank, did we?
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, but it was okay. You were okay with getting a tank, but...
Yeah, but a tank's a tank.
yeah.
This is a very expensive dog.
Yeah, but the dog is very versatile.
Just get a wiener dog or something, man.
I can just throw it. I can toss it.
I'll give you a specially trained attack wiener dog for 10 points. It won't be able to attack anything, but
Well, how
It'll be
much?
cool.
How much is
Attack
this?
dog.
How much is this amazing Alsatian costing us?
50.
Right. Okay.
And we're going to earn more. This is a renewable resource.
Well, I hope so, because we're down to 190 now.
Oh no.
Well, now I can't even get a tank.
Oh man, I guess we're going to have to go kill some communists then.
I know. I'm
With the flying mouse car.
What are we waiting for?
Okay, you have yourself a dog. You need to lock it in your room and abuse it for 3 nights straight until it falls madly in love with you.
Jesus. Okay.
Oh.
Wait, are you basically ghouling a dog?
Yes.
In a way, yeah. You feed it the user's blood on 3 separate nights. Then after that, it's yours.
Awesome.
Right. So give me a rouse check, Rags.
The rules do say that players starting with this power have completed this process. I can choose a familiar for free.
Yeah. But you didn't have a familiar before this, so.
Yeah, but I started with the power.
You did. And if you'd argued this to me when we started the campaign, I would have said, yeah, you can have a dog. Now, however,
So a rouse check is down at the bottom. Right. So what does that mean?
Right. You have failed to be aroused by your dog.
Good.
That means
willpower
that
to reroll it?
Huh?
you get a hunger point.
Well, can you use a willpower to reroll it first?
He can.
Um.
You've still given blood to your dog. It still counts as one success. It's just that you receive a point of hunger.
So a point of hunger. What does hunger do? Is mechanically speaking, because I've never actually had hunger before.
Hunger gives you hunger dice, which is the dice that is rolled underneath the normal rolls. Hunger dice function like normal dice in all regards, except if they are criticals or critical failures. Then a hunger critical is rolled, which basically gives me, the GM, relative carte blanche to do whatever the fuck I want.
All right. I'll. And how do you? Hunger does hunger go away over time, or do you have to just feed?
You have to feed.
All right. I'll go ahead and I'll just use a willpower to reroll it and give that a shot. See how that works out.
Less than well, apparently.
Oh, well. And willpower gives us 2 dice rolls per tick, right?
Yes, but it's only for each individual test, so you can't reroll the willpower 3 times.
Mm.
All right, that is 1 successful rouse check. Is there anything else you would like to do on this fine evening?
No. I'm all good for now. See what the others are up to.
I'm happy to take the evening off.
Well, you're doing the book research tonight, I think, Sargon.
Oh, I thought I'd already done that. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yep. So I talked to you about this before, Arch. Since I'm a Toreador, I should probably start ghouling people, since that's kind of one of my things. So
Yeah, disgusting.
yes. Well, I'm going to get a nice bottle of wine, if you don't mind, and a syringe.
Can I choose to deny you this request?
Why?
That's going to date rape someone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, precisely.
You can't deny him. It's what he does. That's him. That's his thing.
We're playing vampire here, Arch.
Yeah.
Okay, the bottle of wine and the syringe is easy enough to acquire.
Would you rather I just kidnap this woman for 3 nights then and do it the way Rags is doing it, like in the next room over?
I mean, the difference is Rags is currently abusing an animal, which
I'm not abusing
that
an
has
animal.
some questionable aspects to be sure, but it's Rags. We all pretty much just accept
I'm
at
not
this point.
abusing anything. I will not allow you to paint my behavior as such. This is my good boy.
And whilst I'm sure Dev would make the same argument that he's not actually abusing the thing he's keeping trapped in his room.
Yeah, but mine sense. Mine makes sense.
Wider society would probably still question these actions.
They wouldn't.
Well, this is why I want to slip it to her in wine and not just
Not just
her.
wait.
Wait.
Drag her to your room.
To her.
yeah. Well, I'm going. I guess I haven't told you guys this yet. I only told Arch. I'm going to Google the woman that helped us with the filing, if you remember.
Oh.
She's like a low level person in one of the ministry offices, and it's probably good to get a bunch of ghouls that exist at low levels, so they can slip us files or they can do things behind the scenes.
Are you relying on her being a lesbian Nazi?
If she drinks 3 drops of my blood, she'll become one.
Oh, so you do. So no, you still don't get to choose your sexuality then. Oh well, darn, so close.
You're gonna have to feed it to her over the course of 3 days.
Yes.
So
After that, do you have to?
Goes on to right. You can get the wine. You can get the syringe. You creepy motherfucker.
Well, do you have a better idea? Because I can't think of one.
Is there any blood upkeep after that? After you ghoul them, do you have to visit them every so often? Are there intervals that you have to feed them after that?
I think it's like once a month after the three initial times, which is not that big of a deal.
All right.
Well, it might be if you're deployed on the goddamn Eastern Front.
Well, then we'll just leave them. It's not a big deal.
Oh, yes. I'm sure the withdrawals will be no issue whatsoever.
And I wouldn't want this chick to have any problems.
Someone in the chat just asked, why do you need a syringe? If it's in the wine, you're not injecting anything. Well, I assume the wine is sealed with a cork, and I don't want to uncork it because then it would be tampered with, right? So I want to inject
Done this before, haven't you? Holy shit.
I want to inject it through the cork so that
I did wonder.
I want to inject it through the cork so it won't appear to be tampered with.
I was thinking he was going to use the syringe on himself to extract the blood and then just drip it into a glass of wine, but no.
No. I'm going to use the syringe on myself and then put it in the entire bottle.
Yeah, but why don't you go into the kitchen and open the wine?
Just in case I don't have the opportunity. I'm like my plan is to go to this woman's house or something. Like, can I call her to our place? Like, I don't know how to do this.
You don't know how dating works.
I'm not dating her.
No, he's sexually abusing her. Difference.
Oh,
yeah, there's a difference.
Oh, yeah, that's different. Yeah, you don't. Oh, okay.
All right, carry on, Dev. Yeah.
Carry on.
Inject the wine with your blood.
All right. Unless you can think of a better way to do this, because I don't know.
No, this is brilliant.
No, I think that you taking your blood and squirting it through the cork into the whole bottle and having her drink that, there's nothing unreasonable about that at all. Asterisk.
All right, so that's a rouse check, Arch.
Okay, yep. You can do a rouse check.
All right. Let me just find it here. Also, if we have ghouls, we can just easily feed off them and not have to worry about getting blood somewhere else.
Wicked.
Which is pretty good. Rouse check.
Okay, yep. You do not take a point of hunger, and you successfully poison the vine with your Vita.
Good job, Dev.
Now, how are you going to make her drink it?
Yeah, I can't dominate, can I? Wait, Uzu can dominate. You want to come along with me? You want to be my wingman?
Usually in a date rape, the wingman is the drug.
All right.
That's why you don't need a
You're
wingman.
going to have to charm her, Dev.
So
Yeah, I
also,
know.
considered this?
he will recognize Uzalu.
Thank you for giving me an excuse.
Well, no, that's kind of the point, is that, like, we're going to be rewarding her for helping us.
With some wine.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I still don't really understand why we're doing all this.
Thanks for putting your career, possibly your life, at risk to betray one organization and the benefit of another. Here's a drink.
Yeah, a bottle of wine's a fair thank you.
Exactly, yeah.
But it makes more sense if you have to charm her, Dev.
Well, we can always do both.
Well, go on then. What's your charisma?
It's reasonably high. Let's see.
What is it?
4.
Oh, okay. Fucking hell, Dev. So you're going to have to go charm this woman. You a 15-year-old girl. Then date rape her. To turn her into your slave.
Yep.
You're on your own.
Zibbity boppity.
Like it's disavow.
Zibbity boppity. This Nazi property.
I mean, Uzlu, and actually Uzlu and Rags, it makes more sense if you guys come with me.
Why does my name keep coming up in this absolute shit show?
How come you guys?
Because
No, we can't. How come you guys aren't drinking the bottle?
well, we can. It's not a big deal. Like I can drink my own blood. It doesn't do anything to me.
I have a crazy
It's
suggestion.
It's not okay. So your blood isn't our own blood. We'd be drinking your blood.
I have a crazy suggestion.
Doesn't
You're never
matter.
going to believe this. You're never going to believe this, Steph. This is outlandish, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just give her the wine as a thank you.
Yeah, but then she might actually suspect something and she might not drink it. So if I drink a glass with her, she'll
And-
be like, is
and
it
it-
poison? And then I'm like, no, and then I drink it. And then
And if she drinks it and she feels the effect of clear, like, drugs, then she won't suspect a thing, clearly.
There's no reason to think that she will. So yeah, Dev, just go to her house, say thanks for helping us. Here's a bottle of wine. I'll drink it with you. Charm her. Do whatever it is you feel the need to do. Get her to drink it.
that was basically the plan.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good plan.
Yeah. So, Arch, do I know where she lives?
No.
I'm sure I can very easily get it from the ministry. I mean, she's an employee there.
Can you very easily get personal information as to where the employees live?
Yeah, presume.
Yeah.
If we're part of the
In
Secret Service,
Nazi
yes.
Germany?
I need
feel
a
like
freedom of
this is-
information request.
Yes.
I'm sure he can do it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, well, how are you going to go about acquiring it?
I guess we'll just pull rank. We can go there and. Which ministry was it? I forget that it was a ministry. Is it
Transportation.
Transportation.
Alcohol.
Yeah, I could give it to her. Yeah, actually, yes. The chat room says I could just give it to her at work.
You don't know that she'll drink it though.
No, but
Or who she'll give it to share it
true
with.
enough. Yeah, or if she gives it to somebody else, or somebody else drinks it. But at the same time, it's the only place I could actually reliably meet her is at work, isn't it?
Arrange a date with her, you freak.
She works for the government. They know where she lives.
Yeah. Now, you know what? I think I will just give it to her at work. I think it's the easiest way. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep. You arrive at the Ministry of Transportation, go down into the cellar room where she works. She doesn't know you, so it's just a little girl in a very large black frock with a bottle of wine.
So I'll approach her and say, good evening.
Okay. Yeah, she'll lean in over the counter and go like, oh, hey, hello, sweetie. Are you lost?
No, actually. Do you recall the two men that came down here a few nights ago, and you helped them with some paperwork? I'll basically describe Rags and Uzulu.
What do you say when you describe me?
A walrus.
Do you remember the walrus that came waffling down the stairs and across the face?
You know about yay big, so wide, two big tusks, you know.
To be fair, she probably would have remembered that.
Strangely well kept, actually.
All right, yes, so she does recall a walrus that arrived wanting paper. Kind of an unforgettable scene, really.
Yes. Well, I'm part of the same unit as theirs. We're colleagues. I'm just.
Yeah.
Well, aren't
I'm
we?
part of the same unit as this walrus.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
and I understand that you kind of put yourself on the line to help them accomplish their job. So, as a token of thanks for your service, I'd like to give you a small gesture, and then I'll give her the wine bottle.
Oh, I'm a Mormon. We don't drink.
That's a good option, Rags.
There's all Germans drink all the time.
It's true.
They're like Russians in that regard.
Yeah.
Especially if they're Catholic. They just fucking.
Might do better off with beer. Like, is it nice wine, Dev?
We captured this from France. I don't know. What do you want?
Yeah, I said nice wine when I got it. Very good, very nice wine.
Should have made you pay for it.
The best vintage. Well, okay, how many prestige?
No, don't ask these questions. Just take the nice wine. This is a mundane item that anyone can acquire whenever they wish. This isn't specialty, industrial strength, military grade, nice wine.
I think I've found the wine that he's brought. Yeah, no, this is definitely it. This is definitely the wine he's brought. There, Ursula, in the tapestries.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
The most vampiric wine.
Jesus.
Yes.
Well,
You don't give this to her. That's creepy as fuck.
that is actually creepy, though, I've got to say.
I would
It is
actually
creepy as
believe
fuck.
that was blood in there.
Well, presumably. Not presumably. Right, Ursula has wandered off. Okay, allow me to put it up on the screen manually.
I already put it up on the screen.
Yeah, what can I see on the stream? Are you lying to me?
Because there's a delay,
Paused.
which you can reduce if you want to.
Yeah, but that sounds like effort and would require me to navigate YouTube's new horrible overlay.
It's actually on the
I
front
can see
page whenever
it
you
now.
open the new stream window.
Now, you hand her this vase of wine, specifically designed to look like blood vessels spreading throughout the human body.
Where did I buy this?
A very specialty shop.
No, it's just a bottle of wine. They make those, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're Germans. Do they drink wine? She's a bit confused, but she accepts the bottle gratefully. The confusion probably stems from the fact that it's being handed to her by a small child.
Well, I'm in my uniform.
Yes, which
Oh, that
doesn't
makes it
make her
even
less
better.
confused.
All right.
All right. She says, "Thank you very much. I'll enjoy it later."
Hmm.
Like, no, now I
Well,
want
mission
to
accomplished, Dev.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good job, Dev. You managed it.
Do you think I should insist that we have a sip now on our lunch break or something?
No, arrange
Wow.
a date with her
Push it.
afterwards.
I'm not intending on dating her.
You're intending on enslaving her.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Oh, well, you
There
don't
is.
lie to her, though, do you?
Yeah, dating is when she enslaves you.
No, I can lie to her on the third drought, not on the first.
You've already lied through omission
Yeah, but that's different.
in technicality.
I'm telling the big lie, all right? It's part of the rules.
He's got us there.
All right. Let me just quickly look through the rule book here. But I'm going to Auspex. I want to see if she's actually telling the truth about drinking at Arch. So let me just take a peek here. Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Would Scry the Soul help me with seeing if she's lying?
Not necessarily, but possibly.
It says emotional state, resonance, and supernatural traits.
Yeah, so this isn't really her emotional state, unless you're looking for confusion.
Well, if someone's lying, that's usually a different emotional state than if they're telling the truth.
Not in the case of a small white lie, like, yeah, I'm not going to drink that.
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
like receiving a gift on Christmas Eve and being like, this is shit, but you don't say
All right.
You could just observe her like a normal human being and try your best to determine whether or not she's lying to you.
Just go on a
Yep.
date with her, Dev.
If we were lesbians in
You have-
this time, we'd probably be killed anyway.
Dude, you're
So
part
you
of
need to have
fucking
someone play your
SS.
husband? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, we need beards, basically.
Part
Okay,
of
so-
the
so
SS.
what-
Just charm her. You've got an amazing skill. You're a vampire. Do it.
What would the skill be to just observe her without supernatural powers, then, Arch, to see if she's lying?
Awareness and wit, I'd say.
And
All right.
creepiness.
Awareness and wits.
A Twitter login called The Movie Bob.
Oh, there we go. That's not bad.
There's been this creepy little girl hanging around the office all day. I have no idea. We've all been too scared to ask her what's up.
4 degrees of success.
Right.
You see no clear signs that she's lying to you.
All right. Well, we could probably just leave it at that then. I mean, if she, I assume she's not a drunkard. She's not going to drink the whole wine bottle in one day. So if she sips it over the course of the week, does that count as 3?
How well your date goes.
Yeah. Dev, have you asked her out on a date yet?
No.
Well, then do it. Use your charisma roll, whatever persuasion thing you've got. Can I come and drink it with you?
All right.
Why not?
Because if
Well,
there's a
she's gonna say
husband
no.
involved, that we have to clean up that mess.
Just look and see if there's a ring on her finger.
Is there a ring on her finger, Arch?
I don't know, Dev. Awareness wits.
Awareness wits to see if there's a ring on her.
Ring on her finger.
I can't just look down at it, eh?
Nah, be considered impolite.
All right.
You can't just look at ladies' hands.
And if there's one thing a German can never be, it's impolite.
Oh yeah.
Here, oh shit! I got a. No, it's still fine. That's 3
All right.
degrees, isn't it?
There does appear to be a ring on her finger. Yes.
All
Maybe
right.
her husband will be into it.
Yeah, fair. We could just Google them both. That's a good idea.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, if she'll probably share the wine with her husband.
That's fine. We get 2 ghouls for the price of 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to ask if you can join?
Probably not, because no, I don't think so. If she was single, yeah. I don't want to intrude.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't want to make it weird.
Okay, Dev.
Well, to be honest, okay, I have to be honest here. I've never actually given somebody wine as a gift before, like IRL. So I don't know if it's the polite thing to actually ask to drink it with them. I don't know.
It's not,
you?
but you are a 15-year-old Nazi vampire.
I'm underage, and I can't drink it.
That's
Yeah, but
true.
that's the point. Use your charisma. So, like, it's a cheeky thing. It's like, oh, I've never had wine before. Can I have some with you? And she'll probably go, oh, yeah, because she probably remembers when she was 15 and was trying to get wine.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't know about that. I think she'll just share it with her husband because they're married and it's a bottle of wine.
Hence, Dev's astounding 4 charisma that he should be using to roll to persuade her to do it.
Yeah, maybe. Go for it, Dev. I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well, right?
Yeah,
I
you might
mean-
get staggering success.
Yeah. Or an abysmal failure, but you won't know until you try.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'll say something along the lines of, I'll kind of lean in closely, right? So that, and like kind of feign as if I'm trying to say this a bit quieter. And I'll say, to be honest, I've never actually had a wine of this vintage before myself.
A wine. You're a 15-year-old. You've never had a wine.
a wine myself, and this seems like a particularly good vintage. So would you mind if I drop by?
Dev, have you ever considered that as someone in uniform,
Yes.
are literally asking her to facilitate underage drinking while you're wearing uniform?
That's fine.
How big of a crime was that really?
Roll your dice, Dev, as you squish your little underage girl face up against the chicken wire protecting her from creeps just like you.
Okay, what's the roll?
All right. In this case, I'd probably say I'm a little bit between charisma or manipulation because you're not hitting on her, so charisma isn't necessarily the correct one.
I think you surely could use charisma to do
Charisma
this.
is absolutely appropriate.
Yeah.
Here, I think.
Persuasion and charisma or something like that.
Yeah, because you're trying to get her to do
You're
something.
trying to charm her, aren't you?
It's good to have friends in the Reich,
Now, I think manipulation, persuasion.
Right. I still have 3 in manipulation. That's fine. So persuasion.
Character's prepared for this.
I have 3 in persuasion and 3 in manipulation. That's a total of 6 dice. It should be fine. Let's hope. And no modifiers?
No.
All right.
I should give you a minus, but...
Oh, there we go.
Wow, Jesus, 3 10s.
Holy shit.
You have successfully turned her.
I
into a-
wish you tried to seduce her because you'd be skizzering right now.
Good job, Dev.
All right, yeah, no, she's overjoyed at the idea of you coming over and drinking her wine.
Evidently, this is something she's into. See?
Yeah, you should have tried to seduce her. That would have been a brilliant role.
Sorry, I'm sure you can do that when you're actually getting her drunk.
Yes, definitely.
All right, yeah,
Actually,
you can go to her house.
Wait, right now? She's still on work.
Well, just wait
No,
until she finishes.
You gotta wait for her like a gentle girl.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Okay, right. Well, skipping forward, Dev finds himself at a strange woman's house, being asked to drink alcohol. Alcohol that he has already spiked with his own blood, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much to look at. It's a fairly small house. Yes. Well, it's not quite a block, but yeah, it's just a small, humble little abode. She goes inside and invites you in afterwards. Her husband comes. He looks like a comely man. Not much of a worker, though. Maybe she's the only breadwinner. Who knows? And then a small child comes running down the stairs. Mummy, you're back.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Dev.
Embraces her in a loving way. You know, he has no idea what's about to happen to his mummy.
Fucking
Neither
hell,
does Dev.
So wait, what gender is the child, by the way?
Oh boy,
Does that matter?
Well, maybe.
No,
What?
Dad. No, it doesn't.
Okay. It depends on whether or not this child's going to be a woman or a trap. All right.
It's a goddamn transvestite, okay? Fuck you.
So Dev, are you actually going to ghoul a woman who has kids?
Who
Yeah.
helped us?
Who helped us?
Yeah. But should we not?
Well, I'm having moral problems with it.
I'm at Sargon. Problem.
We're
I
Nazis.
thought I was the moral fag in this party.
No, Dev's normally the moral fag.
We're Nazis.
Yeah,
These are
Okay.
Nazis.
but yeah, these are Germans.
These are on our team.
We're not going to mistreat them.
You're turning the kid's
You're
mum into a
ghouling
ghoul.
them. You're ghouling them.
Is that not definition?
You heard it here
All
first,
right,
folks. Dev the Canadian thinks that slavery is not mistreatment.
All right, Dev, let's reframe
No
this.
wonder
right?
it took them so long to make
okay.
it illegal.
If ghouling isn't mistreatment, would you voluntarily be somebody else's ghoul?
Yeah.
Well, no.
Oh, why not? It's not
yeah,
mistreatment.
But we're the vampires.
Oh,
It's-
but
it's
we're the vampires.
relativistic,
It's okay.
Rags.
It's okay for us.
It's moral relativism.
So Dev,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
also the
yeah.
Nazis. So,
Yeah, you stare at that ceiling in the darkness of night and think about what you've done.
yeah.
Home record Devo.
Yeah.
My character would not approve of this.
No.
No?
Right, well, I'm gonna go get another cup of tea while you decide on how to ruin some child's life. Yeah.
I'm just gonna stare sternly, drink my tea, this ice cold tea.
Mm.
Okay, I'm back. Have we resolved the moral conundrum?
Pretty much.
It's a work in progress. Oh yeah. Sure.
Right, Dev.
Yes.
Now that you see this loving family before you, what is your next course of action?
God damn it. If only she was single, or at least didn't have a kid, it'd probably be okay, eh?
If only I didn't have to victimize two people to enslave this woman.
Yeah, really, honestly.
Yeah, I can see really, really heartbroken.
Well, the thing is that if... I'll just go ahead with the night as planned. Because if I don't return to them, then one drought of the blood will wear off in a week. They'll be fine long term. It'll be okay.
You could pretend to. Well, I'm metagaming a little bit, so I'll just.
Much as the metagaming. Oh, actually, sorry, Arch. After rules lawyer myself here, to be able to drink this, I have to use the blush of life, don't I?
Otherwise, you'll have to vomit it up all over the carpet, the nice carpet.
Exactly. So that's a rouse check. So I'll do that right
I got you some wonderful wine.
There we are.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, yep, the flush of life is successful. The whole family gathers in the living room in front of a little sputtering heart. It's burning some logs. It's nice. It's kind of warm. It's a poor household. It's sparsely furnitured, but you can see that they do their best with one another's love to get through these harsh mid-war times. The husband, of course, shares in a glass with his wife, and the little child as well, like, Mummy, is it tasty? It's like, yes, Dad, would you like some too?
I'll just quickly interject and say, well, how old is your child anyway?
You're underage too, little bit.
It's a bit closer. I'm 15.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's the maximum? What's the age for most innocent and crushed hopes and dreams?
Oh,
probably like 8 or 9.
Yeah, probably 8 years old. Yes,
just shy of double digits.
All right. Well, I'll say something along the lines of, I know I'm underage, but surely he's a bit too young.
Oh, it's fine. It's just a little sip, just a taste.
All right, God damn it. I'm going to use presence 1.
At least Dev doesn't want to endanger the child.
The snowball rolling on the hill grows ever larger.
Okay, I'm gonna find it. I can stop this. Hold on.
'Twas not I that caused the avalanche, said the snowflake. No,
Nope.
It was not I either, said the snowflake next to him.
Let's see now. Where is it? Presents. Here we go.
We did indeed end up crushing this old people's home beneath our combined weight. Their screams as their bones snapped really hurt our ears.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to use awe, if you don't mind. It's free. Anyone in the presence of the vampire finds their attention and is drawn to them. Those listening to the vampire speak might suddenly agree on subjects where they once held different viewpoints.
Oh my.
While this power does not cause infatuation, it is still strong enough to sway the minds of most mortals. So I can make her agree with me that, or rather both of them with me, and I can even make the child agree with me that the child having some wine is not a good idea.
Oh, vampire thottery.
Hmm.
Dev wants all the attention.
So it says add the presence rating to any skill roll involving persuasion or performance. Anyone aware that they're being affected can try to resist with a contest of composure plus intelligence. But I mean, they're regular people. They don't know that they're being affected by them.
No, they don't know that they would let a godless, blood-sucking monster into their house who wishes to corrupt and destroy their family.
Yeah, exactly.
So
what would the role for this be to convince them not to give their child the wine?
Just roll manipulation plus presence, and that will be the effect of.
It should be manipulation plus something, then you add presence to it, I think.
No, manipulation plus presence apparently.
It says add the presence rating to any skill roll involving persuasion or performance.
Yes, and that's manipulation in this case.
Okay, I thought it would be performance plus manipulation, and then you add presence. That's the point. Is it gives you a buff to that roll.
I think you think too much.
Yeah, but then I would rather just use my actual skills then, because I have more dice in the skills than I do in presence.
Okay, add it to manipulation persuasion then.
All right. The persuasion, manipulation, modifier of 1. There we go. I convinced them. Hopefully.
That is a fairly good roll. Okay.
These fucking rolls, jeez.
He's the new V.
Oh, boy.
Right. Well, no, she agrees with you. Maybe he is a little bit too young. The child tears up, begins to cry. He'll go to bed sad and depressed today. And he will forever remember this night as one of horror.
Better than the alternative.
Yeah, what is the alternative, Arch?
Alternative is that you start crossing even more lines in relation to children and horrible things.
All right, so I guess we enjoy our evening.
Well, one of you do at least.
I do. I'm having a grand old time.
Yeah. Me and Rags are playing cards.
Yeah, we're great. We're playing cards. I'm teaching the dog how to play cards.
Yeah.
You're just in stage 1 of mind raping the dog like an avatar. He doesn't understand yet.
No. He's just a smart boy.
Well,
I've seen paintings of dogs playing cards. I know it's possible.
I'd like to ask, is there any wine left after the night's over, or do they drink the whole bottle?
Let me roll a how much wine they drunk roll.
It's one bottle between 3 people. Come on, they're going to drink it.
Yeah,
They're probably drunk.
Yeah, probably. 2 adults and you.
Yeah.
So now I have like a week to give him the next. Okay.
Roll to resist drunkenness.
Can vampires get drunk?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's actually useful to know.
Yeah, it is.
They are dead after all.
Think how much money we're going to win in drinking contests in Russia. we're gonna clean up.
This person, they are inhuman.
Okay. Is there anything else that needs to be done?
Just finishing off the enslavement of these mortals, I guess.
Yeah, I think Uzlu still has something to do tonight. You're still free.
Uzlu, have you found a publisher?
I don't know what I'm doing. Everyone seems to have a thing that they're doing, except you two that are playing cards.
Come play cards with me, Rags, and the dog.
All right,
And the dog.
His name is Sigmund.
The dog's winning. We need someone to help us.
You're a ringer.
Like holding the cards in his mouth.
Yeah, and somehow he's got the huge pile of chips, and it's like, what the fuck's happening?
All right, we can sit around and shit talk our comrade who's apparently going on a lesbian quest.
Hold on, is this the moral line for this party after all the stuff we've done?
Right, so here's the thing.
Yeah, lesbianism. It's wrong.
Instead of Sigmund, I might name the dog New Dev.
New Dev.
Wow, he's way better than the old Dev.
I know, right? He's so quiet.
He hasn't moralized at us once.
He follows orders. He doesn't lawyer against us. Yeah.
Here, Uzlu, put up that artwork of the harness.
God, see, he's already nagging me.
Say all of our brains explode. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That isn't anything at all like what oh no.
That's basically what it was conjuring up in my head too.
Oh no.
What a surprise. Rags plays an RP and starts getting fetish gear for him and his dog.
Unless my fetish is killing communists, so yeah, sure.
Chat, press 1 if you're surprised that it came to this. Press 2 if you're not.
Right, so we're not doing anything else today, right?
No.
It's up to Uzlu, I guess. He's the
pretty
one.
much set.
What is it you think I'm supposed to be doing, Dev? Chat is a wash of 2s.
Well, no, it's just that we have a night, and the 3 of us have already kind of done a thing, so it's up to you to pass.
I don't think I need to do anything. I'm not sure what the quest is, because we're still investigating the stone, aren't we? I mean, is that our quest? Do we have orders?
We'll talk to Emil, I guess, and see what's going on.
Yeah, we're supposed to have orders. I guess we should go talk to him tomorrow.
We can do it after they've finished enslaving whoever they're enslaving.
I'm still not sure why we're doing that, but I'm not asking too many questions.
Well, too many questions. Could there possibly be such a thing as too many questions in light of what Dev is doing to these innocent people?
The more questions I ask Dev, the more chance he's going to whip out some ancient part of the rulebook and say, look, it says
this
here...
is a roleplay, right? Let's roleplay. Let's do it.
Listen. If it turns out that we're not staying in Berlin much longer, I can abandon the process right now and they'll be fine after a week. It'll be okay.
It'll be great.
Hey, my
So Dev, how did things go? What were you up to?
Great.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
That's good.
my informant from chat has revealed that Dev has made a horrible mistake.
What's the mistake?
Apparently, Carlos has told me that drinking age in Germany is 16 now, and before 2009 there was no drinking age law. Culturally, it would be appropriate at his age to have a first time drinking.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
All right. Well, you nailed the roles. Maybe maybe you're the one who started the tradition. Oh my god.
Germany is even more degenerate than I thought.
They're like the Irish. Anyway, this is Sigmund. He's our dog.
Why does he look like a walrus?
I think you might need
A pet
glasses.
walrus, along with the real walrus.
Oh, it's just literally, in order to punish Rags for putting his fetish in this game, just change every dog in the universe to a walrus.
There's nothing fetishy about this.
Really? Really?
Nothing
Picture
fetishy
of the
about
walrus. You gotta put that up.
I have? It's up.
It's good.
Rags and his constant obsession with walruses. Whatever will we do with
The last decade was so much simpler.
Okay, right. If you have nothing else to do, the day will pass. And you will all be required to do a rouse check to get up next morning.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Do we get more willpower back, by the way?
Yes, you do.
I didn't drink any wine. What?
I didn't drink any wine either.
Ah,
Why do we need to do a rouse check?
it's what you do every morning.
Oh, okay.
We just haven't been doing it till this point.
Yeah.
What do you mean morning?
Hey,
Well, evening.
I
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
failed. I fucking failed hard, boys.
I failed
all
too.
right.
I passed.
Everyone who fails gets a hunger point.
Yay.
Woo.
All
See,
right.
now, as soon as we have ghouls and we can feed on them whenever we want, you guys are going to be thanking me.
That's true.
Let's not count those chickens quite yet.
Yeah.
As you
I'm sure that we
awake
can.
a fresh new night of abuse and enslaving of innocent women and children.
All those things are Dev, no one else.
Yeah, we'll just wander into her house, be like, hey kid, can we suck your mom's blood? Where is she? Is she home?
Just dominate him. It's fine, Islu.
There
Dev,
is
look, I'll kill 1,000 Jews and Russians, but I won't be mean to one German child, okay? They are the future of our Reich.
Yeah, I'll step on 1,000 ants before I... Yeah, it's correct, yes.
Dev, how is it that your moralistic wimpy attitude flips the moment you can get some benefit?
So unprincipled.
What kind of Nazi are you, Dev?
Yeah, you're supposed to go after the benefit no matter what, right? Unless they're weak and powerful, powerless Nazi children. Then you protect them.
I am.
You know that's why people hate pedophiles so much, right? Because children in your own tribe are viewed as like the only thing in the universe that you're never unfair or unkind to. It's never justified. And yet here you are.
I'll make sure these ghouls are better parents than they ever were.
Oh, okay. Now you've got a moral duty to make them parent.
Yeah. And I have
Oh,
the magic
man.
power to do it
That's a
too.
good thing.
I'm so glad that we're playing this Nazi vampire RP series where we're basically doing parent
They were
therapy.
raising a child.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we fucking gave their mother some sort of mental illness, and now she can't care for her child.
That's a big extension of the use of the word "we" here.
That is a good point, Sargon.
Have my son to raise. So.
Dev has made us do this for reasons unknown.
Okay. Well, now that it's a new night. Wait, Rags is still doing his thing with his dog, right? So should the three of us maybe go
Yeah.
and see a meal?
It's fucking
And see the
disgusting.
Yeah, Rags can go and do his unspeakable things with his dog again.
No, it's just a little blood. A little bonding, you know. I'm your new master now. We're going to tear shit up. It's going to
Look,
be great.
mate, we don't want to know.
Come here. It's just a little bit of peanut butter.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, Rags is the nasty one.
I think you're all disgusting. I'm gonna spend my night on my own again.
Let's go to Emil and actually get the plot going. Let's find something to do.
Well, first, there is actually a young man standing at your door summoning you to Emil's office. But if Rags wanted to do his thing with the dog first, yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
it
fucking
doesn't
ask
take long
questions.
to. It doesn't take long to do, and we have all night, so I can just get that taken care of. Let me do a browse check here. All right, we're good. Excellent. That's 2 out of the 3 nights for bonding the familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Rags confirms his character has low stamina.
I have a 3 in stamina. So
Not what I
I'm doing
meant.
Pretty good.
It doesn't
That's what
take
you
him
said.
long to.
I got it on the
spill
sheet
the
here.
blood.
Stamina. It's 3. That's pretty good.
I'm sure there's a lot of satisfied dogs out there.
4 in athletics. So,
Right. Would you like to go to Emil's office then?
yeah. If we're being summoned, let's head on over there. Yeah.
All right. You are greeted by a seemingly very upbeat and happy Emil. He has moved into the Abwehr's old buildings and are refurbishing them in a more National Socialistic fashion. Nice big red banners with swastikas everywhere.
I knew there was a reason I trusted this guy.
Yeah. Knows what's up.
I thought we leveled this building. That must have been a different one.
That was the barracks.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't need that one. He has a barracks already.
Now he has nice shiny new headquarters thanks to us.
He does. He has also officially taken over responsibility for intelligence gathering. He briefs you that the Reichsfuhrer had managed to bend the Great Fuhrer's ear, and he had agreed that, yes, the Abwehr posed more of a problem and threat to the new Germany than they were of use, and so the Waffen-SS has taken up all of its previous responsibilities.
Wonderful.
He also informs you that there will be a award ceremony for those who took a key part in this. You will all be awarded the Knight's Cross, second class.
Yeah, I can put it next to my pun participation trophy.
It's going to be like at the end of Star Wars.
Which one of us is going to do the chewy growl?
yeah, exactly.
I'm
The R2D2 beep.
obviously.
Yeah, Rags is going to do the beep. Dev, you can... Sorry, the growl. Dev, you can do the beep.
It's not just a useless hunk of metal either. It does come with a in-game reward, as each cross is worth 20 requisition points.
Oh man, one of the highest honors in the entire Reich, and it's worth 20 points.
Hey, we could get like a third of a dog for that.
Yeah, it's not. It's
a third of a dog now, thank you.
Okay. We need a history lesson here again. This is the Knight's Cross second class.
And if we get 7 of them, I can get 1 gun.
Yay!
This is the bitch version of the Knight's Cross.
Well, then I don't
This
feel
was
very
handed
pleased about
out to
getting it.
Everyone, this is fucking.
Look,
Doesn't everyone
Emil,
get guns
we
now?
literally vaporized hundreds of your enemies.
Yes, and that's why you get a second class.
Oh, fantastic.
Fine.
So that's 80 in total points that we have. We just collected.
Yep, and this is now when you start getting the Knight's Cross with diamonds, then we start talking.
All right, let's make a mind, boys. We getting diamonds.
I think there was only 2 or 3 people I got the Knight's Cross with diamonds.
So hang on, we got 80 RP, yeah?
Mhm.
So we're back up to 270 RP. It's running in the...
Oh, Arch, have you abandoned the system that you implemented early in the game where medals were extra experience points?
Ooh.
No, I haven't. Good catch, Dev. That's an extra experience point for
Finally,
each of you as well.
Yeah, finally the rules lawyering helped.
Jesus Christ.
See, Dev, that's
How much
fine. If it works for
How much
us.
experience do we get?
You get a point each.
1?
Yep.
Dev, rules lie harder. I need at least 2 points to learn Novgorodian.
Now, if you get the next one, that'll be the Knight's Cross. Now, that was a bit rarer.
Probably still only worth 1 XP, though, isn't it?
Well, if you get the one with swords and diamonds, I'll give you 15.
Oh,
Experience?
Yes.
How do we do
Jesus.
that? Who do we got to kill?
yeah.
It's real simple. You just have to follow the example of what was his name?
If he's immortal, I think we can do it.
Lads, pack your bags. We're going to Stalingrad.
You just got to do the same thing as Hans Ulrich Rudel, okay? He only destroyed about 700 tanks, 2,530 ground attack missions, and 800 tanks, excuse me, and a battleship.
All right.
We've destroyed lots of Russian tanks. We were driving some of them.
Yeah.
Let me see here. So Rudel was credited with as in only those that could be positively identified as destroyed. 519 tanks, 1 battleship, 1 cruiser, 70 landing crafts, 150 artillery replacements, 51 aircraft, and 800 vehicles of various types.
Oh, various types? Oh,
I get the feeling he might have been a vampire.
Yes, me too.
Okay.
So you just need to do the same as that, and you're good.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure we can do it. So, okay. So we've got our medals, and what now?
You are also being given promotions. Previous to this, you were operating under a pseudo formation that did not actually exist to give you a degree of legitimacy in the field. Now, this will be turned into a proper formation, both to give you cover and to act as an experimental unit for the future.
Mm-hmm.
This will be given the designation the 551st ZBV Besondere Jäger, with ZBV being the designation given to special formations.
We're special, right?
Yeah.
You are very special, all right.
Well, what does that mean exactly?
That means that there will be a link in the Discord where you'll be able to construct your own division.
Homework?
I don't want a division.
Is this the part where we're forced to take over a V cult equivalent?
I don't want a division.
I'm just gonna build a bunch of ghouls, and they'll be my army.
Yeah, I'm actually happy to create a division, but like, okay, fine.
It also comes with some official ranks for you all. You may decide for yourselves who will receive the greatest rank and also therefore the prestige of being a high-level officer, that of SS Standartenführer.
I say we force it on Dev.
Why?
I think that would be a terrible idea, so I'm all for it.
What, do you want me to be in charge of the unit?
I want you to take responsibility for it.
Why?
Sargon, some people can't. Sometimes the fire of conflict is where people are made. Sometimes it's where they fail.
Dev, seriously, you should be in charge. 15-year-old girl in charge of a couple of divisions.
This will be one for the history books.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Wait, hold on. Shouldn't it go to people with leadership skill?
Oh.
Who has the best leadership skill?
Anything else?
I have... where is it? I have 2 in leader.
Ah, see?
Does anybody else have leadership?
I've got 1 in leadership.
I got 1 as well.
The
Dev, why the hell?
lieutenants.
Why did you put 2 in your leadership, Dev?
I actually don't remember. I don't remember why I did it. But I did it.
There we go.
All right. I'll take the greater rank.
This is a terrible idea.
Yeah, I'm literally Tanya at this point. I just can't use a giant gun the way that she did.
Yeah, no, this is pretty much the Tanya Degrechov treatment, all right.
Do I get a jetpack too? Like she had?
No.
Oh.
And he did have a jetpack. It was a magic jetpack differences.
Yeah. But I mean, the Nazis probably invented a jetpack.
Actually, I don't think they did.
They bound to have done, aren't they, Dev? Okay. Right. We need to recruit. Do we need to recruit these men or what?
No, you just determine what is going to be in your units.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, what you've got written down here looks good.
The rest of you are given the rank of SS Untersturmführer.
Untersturmführer.
Is it okay if the chat sees this document, Arch?
Presumably, yes.
Right.
Wait a minute. Are you giving this to me so I have to do all the homework?
Mm-hmm.
You do like rules, lawyer.
Saigon, that's genius. You know what? Yes, Dev should be our leader.
Who to put in these slots for the 2 infantry regiments, 2 support units, 2 gun formations, 1 logistical formation?
Well, how many men are in a regiment?
That depends on what formations you pick to make up the various parts.
Okay, what formations do we have available to us?
You have 2 infantry regiment slots, 2 support slots, 2 gun slots, and 1 logistical formation.
Right, okay. Well, it depends what we're going to be doing then, really, doesn't it?
Bearing in mind, the division is your home, basically. Considering it your mobile base, like this is where you can sleep safely and so on in the field. Mm-hmm. You will not be asked to command it directly. That'll be taken care of by those far higher up the ranks than you. But you can potentially give it orders to carry out specific tasks in the field. Like you could plan out an artillery barrage in a sector, for example, or launch probing attacks to gain information about enemy positions during the day. Things like that.
Or set up a distraction attack or something like that.
Precisely.
Yeah. That's fine. But what do we... I suppose we're going to want a lot of artillery, right?
You have 2 gun formations, which you can pick. Now you'll see down on the list, there's infantry, then there's the support, then there's guns. Currently, you have 3 options.
Oh, actually, I'll turn to Emil, if you don't mind, Arch.
I do mind.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
He's a little bit disgusted by the fact that you voted in the young girl to do this.
Hey, everything we've done so far has worked brilliantly. Don't question our methods.
The method to the madness.
Right.
There's the card game artwork. There's the card game artwork, Uzula. It's pretty good. The furry card game.
What was the Russian aircraft like on the Eastern Front?
Aircraft?
I assume the Luftwaffe basically controlled the skies, right?
For the first while of the conflict, the Luftwaffe had practically complete air dominance. That was eventually contested quite heavily, though. The Germans would eventually completely lose air dominance as well.
Yeah. But for now, we've got dominance of the air.
Yes.
Oh, my Nazi jetpack. Here it is. Here it is.
Well, I guess your faith in the Nazis was well placed, Dev.
Indeed. Okay, so start with the infantry. What 2 infantry formations would you like to use?
Well, again, okay, guys, how do we see ourselves using these things in the field?
Support and reconnaissance.
You know what? I would like to go to Stalingrad at some point. So we might need we might need siege busting equipment. All right.
I mean, if we're going to use them fast and aggressively, we like if we do sufficient scouting to find where the more sluggish Soviet forces are, we could probably use them as essentially fast attack against valuable targets, right? It's like quick strikes rather than being the main line that's moving up.
Mm-hmm.
So, sure, if that's what you want to do, yeah, go for it.
How much? I noticed that you've got a aircraft controller, sort of a director in one of these in support, I think it was.
Yes, a Luftwaffe liaison.
How much flexibility and access does that give us?
A fair bit. He's basically a guy in a armored truck that can traverse the various trains quite easily, and he has a direct link to the Luftwaffe. So he can call them up, he can radio them, he can request bombing runs, air superiority, transport planes, pretty much anything.
Right. And how many planes roughly? Like 4 or 5?
That depends on the area and of the engagement type. Like, if you could potentially put in a request over a long period of time, and if you have sufficient rank and political power, which will be partially represented by RP, you could request like large formations of aircraft be deployed in your area for that particular operation.
Right.
But just like on an immediate call-in level, a wing probably 4 or 5 craft.
Right. Okay. And I think that we should probably not worry so much about anti-personnel guns. I think we should worry about anti-armor and anti-plane.
Yeah.
What do you guys reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
We won't get into any like slog down fights where it's waves of infantry, if possible.
Yes. Because why would you run into massed infantry formations on the eastern front?
Yeah. But like it's going to be waves of Russians, and we can just let the main army deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
So we want the 3 batteries of anti-tank cannons then?
Well, is there no
Under
anti-air
guns.
cannon?
There's anti-tank,
Yeah.
medium field guns, light infantry support guns. No, there's no anti-air guns.
Right. Okay. How many units of guns can we have?
2.
2.
2. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with that. What do the medium field guns do?
105 millimeter field guns. They're the best blend of mobility and firepower. They're not as fast as the light guns, but they will have considerably more range. Like, they would be potentially able to barrage an area that you've already designated beforehand, whereas the 75s, they would almost certainly not be able to support you directly.
Okay. And the anti-tank cannons, are they only good against tanks or what?
These are light anti-tank guns, 37 mils, so they'd be good against light tanks and emplacements.
Okay. And the artillery, the 105 field guns, how do they do against tanks and emplacement?
Assuming they're firing over open sites, in other words, the tanks are far closer than they ever really should be, they can knock them out. They can engage them.
Well, what do you guys think? What do you guys want to choose?
I mean, just anti-armor is the big thing. I don't really know which one would be more effective in particular, though. But infantry, I feel like we can deal with pretty well. But if they have emplacements or if they have larger tanks, stuff like that, then it would be useful to have something that could knock those out or soften them up for us before we go in.
Yeah, I feel like heavier guns instead of mobility is probably the option.
I don't know, man. If like we're gonna need speed, right? If that's are we gonna tool this up for speed, or are we gonna go for fire?
I think we're going to need firepower more.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, what's the sort of speed difference with the anti-tank guns compared to the artillery?
The 105s require some setup time. Like, it'll take probably a good day for them to dig in and be ready, whilst the 37s and the 75s, they can be ready to fire within hours.
Okay, yeah, we'll take those then. Movement speed is fine, right? Is same as anything else.
Yeah, this is just an infantry formation. You don't have access to motorized stuff yet, but you will be able to upgrade potentially in the future.
Right, okay. Yeah, okay, let's take 2 batteries of anti-tank then.
Okay, no artillery.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it takes a day to set up, doesn't it?
Not the 75 millimeters, the light artillery.
Right. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
What are they good for taking out?
The 75s are just direct infantry support. Like, they'll make your front lines a lot tougher. It'll allow the division to fight much better.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do that then.
So one of each then?
One of each, then, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
With all due respect to you, Arch, and to you other guys, I don't find this to be the fun aspect of these D&D sessions.
Yeah, I
you
actually
guys
don't care at all about this.
You guys go ahead. I know at least one of you is much more interested in military strategy than me.
Yeah, I
but,
don't know anything about.
I'm happy with whatever you want to sort out. I'd be happy with a boilerplate thing. Although one thought I did have is that artillery would be nice because we know what we're going to attack most of the time, but they don't see us coming, so it would actually be helpful. But the rest of it, I'm not that bothered about.
Okay, yeah. Take a light artillery and the light anti-tank guns then. For support, take a medical battalion. How many support we got? 2.
Yeah. 2. So medical and the air one, the forward observer.
Well, engineers.
I can do recon myself.
Slow.
Yeah, but if we can call in planes, that's a pretty big deal.
It is, absolutely is. But if the
things
Pioneer,
we can't do,
the Pioneer Battalion might be very useful because they're assault. They're good for breaching fortifications and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, if we're going to be like a rapid strike outfit, that's probably something we could use.
All right.
And I imagine we'll need medical just to reduce casualties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that good?
And how about for the infantry?
Yeah.
Did you choose that?
We haven't chosen that yet.
Wait a minute. The third option in the infantry, I've seen Indiana Jones. The third option has motorcycle infantry. We're taking that.
Obviously.
I want a motorcycle, Arch.
We can get a motorcycle for just you if you want.
Potentially, yes, you could.
I want to see Rags, you in a motorcycle with like your dog in the sidecar.
In the sidecar? That would be pretty amazing. That would be pretty great.
Well, I mean, surely a motorcycle force is going to be pretty fast.
Yeah.
It is pretty fast. They don't carry anywhere near as much in the way of heavy weaponry as the other two, but they are very swift.
I think like heavy weaponry is the thing that we need if we come across armor, because infantry we can handle, light stuff we can handle.
Well, I think my choice for infantry, if you guys don't mind, the Jaeger Regiment, because it has the anti-tank company, and then the third one that has the motorcycle infantry. Those two.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
And then for support, it was medical and the engineers.
Yeah,
Pioneers.
the Pioneers, yeah.
Yeah.
So assault engineers, heavily armed and equipped assault troops, especially trained for attacking enemy hardpoints. Bring them flamethrowers, breaching charges, hollow charge mines, and trench mortars. I mean, that seems like stuff that we could really use in a pinch.
Yeah.
If it's like, look, we need to take this fucking stronghold or whatever.
Then for the guns, we have the anti-tank cannons, and then we have the light infantry support.
Yeah.
And I guess for logistics, it's just there's only one thing to choose.
Well, whatever we need for logistics, yeah.
Yes, for the time.
So that would be our army. There it is.
Okay, a Jaeger Regiment, the Sicherungs Regiment, Medical Battalion, Pioneer Battalion, a leichte Panzerabwehr, and light artillery with a standard logistical detachment.
Yep.
All right. That makes a fair bit of sense. So that will be organized over the next week. And after that, you have a potential choice of assignments.
Excellent.
Either Emil presents you with 2 potential options here. On the first hand, you could just chill out in Berlin for a while yet and await the completion of your unit, in which case you will then be moved to the Eastern Front. However, if you want to get into something immediately, he has another assignment. In the Abwehr's files, he has found further the scarred British man, who they now come to believe was a member of the British royal family.
Prince Andrew.
They would quite like it if you could go to Britain and figure out who this guy is, why he went to Germany, and what kind of an intelligence apparatus the British might have.
Is this guy a
What's the other
historical
one?
figure, or is it?
He undoubtedly is, but what's the other one?
The what?
The other mission we can get.
The other mission is that you will show up in Berlin until the regiment is done, or the division, and then you will be dispatched to the Eastern Front, where you will continue to take part in Army Group's South operations. They have run into some interesting resistance, or at least rumors of resistance.
Oh yeah.
Army Group South's advance has been slowed down considerably compared to Center and North. And one of the reports indicates that they're running into what Emil refers to as enhanced resistance.
Okay. I'm voting for the second one.
Can we ask Emil what he might mean by that? Any other details?
Yep. The details around it are currently very sparse. That's one of the reasons why he would send you to determine precisely what's going on. But they're reporting encounters with both formations and partisans behind their lines that seemingly can't be defeated by the regular infantry formations. They'll give nonsensical reports like partisans running through machine gun fire and such on.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
You don't want to go to Britain?
No.
Well, Britain will be there when we get back.
Yeah.
Are either of these missions time sensitive, Arch? Like, we can only choose one? Can we come back together next
You can
time?
only pick one, yes. I mean, if you manage to do the one in Britain within a week, you could potentially then carry on to the next one, but...
You could probably do it in a week.
No, let's just.
If you wanted to get both done, I could probably do it in
I
a week.
prefer the second one. It seems
Yeah,
like it might be interesting.
Yeah, what do you reckon, Usually?
Oh god, my opinion. So I'm sorry, I was a bit AFK and then someone was linking something to me. The options are we go to Britain or what?
We go to Britain and do spy stuff, or we go to the Eastern Front and kill communist werewolves.
Are they werewolves? Do we know?
Bound to
They
be.
might be. They could be vampires. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's a somewhat difficult choice, but I am leaning towards Eastern Front.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the only reason that I want to go to Britain is because we could possibly do both, and doing both would be great. I mean, if we wanted to advance our way through here, that'd be a great thing to do, is to actually pull off both jobs.
I don't see much glory coming out of it, to be honest.
Well, surely doing both jobs would be more glory than just doing one in general.
Yeah, but it's just useful back end stuff that gets forgotten when people tell the story of the thing. So I don't think I would just go to the Eastern Front and take out some.
I have been putting a lot of XP into some combat related stuff, and my character, I don't have any interest in traveling to a country that far away to do spy work. It doesn't
I'm a
appeal to
shit
me.
spy too.
Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me. It's far, far from home and a land that I don't know. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to Britain.
Fair enough.
It's enemy territory.
How come there's a time limit on that one, Arch? Like, surely the scarred man will still be in Britain.
You probably will be. But this is the two missions currently available, and if you take the second one, there's no guarantee that the first one will be around by the time you return from the Eastern Front.
Somebody else might have done it, or the guy might have gone away or something.
I don't think it's too much of a concern about us min-maxing all of our available missions this week.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a war going on, there's going to be stuff for us to do later.
Yeah,
We have just set up. We have just set up a set of people. What do we call it? A garrison, whatever. Our battalion. That's it. We've just set up a battalion, and we're going to go do spy work. Now, I think, for many reasons, I think it's more fun to go and do the Eastern Front.
Yeah, fair enough.
Then we can kill commies instead of Brits. I don't have to.
Yeah, super.
I don't have to betray my own patriotism to roleplay.
It's pretty easy to do, actually.
Yeah, that's because you're Canadian. You got nothing to be proud of. I'm sorry, that was a bit mean.
Are you going to let him besmirch Canada like that, Dev?
Apparently he is.
Okay. I play the long game. It's fine.
Oh, right, okay.
But the idea of playing the long game is that you're supposed to win.
Right, we're going to the Eastern Front.
Yes, sounds good.
Okay, off to the Eastern Front you hop. Happy.
First of all, hold on. Does anything that we've done recently net us any experience, Arch?
Raping dogs and seducing women?
Yeah, because Rag still needs one more day to get his dog in order.
On the way. We can do that on the way. Yeah.
No.
You can absolutely do that on the way, yes.
But
Yeah,
can
okay.
Dev do his one on the way?
No, I can't. Unless we're back in a week, I have to abandon this plan, basically.
Well,
If you
we've
need
got
to-
a week. We've got a week before the unit's constructed. So
Are we going with the unit or are we going ahead of it, Arch?
You can choose.
How many more days do you need to have your ghoul thing take?
Well, to be honest, if we're not going to be staying in Berlin, there's not much of a use for her, so...
well, it might be like having a contact here might be useful.
Yeah, she'll still recognize Uzulu and myself.
That's true. No, I wanted to see if I could squeeze one more experience point out of you, Arch, for
No.
for an upgrade. No?
Ask him for a loan.
Can I borrow an experience?
No.
I'll pay it back with interest.
No.
Observe,
That's a
the
bad
Canadian,
idea.
having just cucked out to the Brit, is now begging the Norwegian for table scraps. Playing the long game, he says.
No,
We
it's
can,
fine.
we can find something to do, undoubtedly. And when we
Well,
see what we're up against, we'll see what the best way is.
Let me see if my plan would actually work. I ask Emil if there's any like physical evidence brought back from this event, like a torn uniform or something.
No. At the moment, there is just a suspicion that there might be enhanced enemy resistance in the area due to strange reports.
Okay.
And because you're the only formation currently up and running that might be able to go there and figure out what the hell is up, that's why they want to send you.
I will request from Emil if we could take some print, basically to have this stuff given to us written form so we could read it along the way, learn as much as we can.
Like files.
Okay, yeah. He can forward it.
Basically. Yeah.
I'm interested
Yeah,
in
we can read
reducing
those
the
later.
amount of autistic optimizing and just going and massacring some communists.
Yeah.
Well, then let's go immediately, and we will leave our army behind while it formates, so that we can. We should be doing some investigation first, right? Figure out what these guys are.
Just spend the week ghouling that woman so we have a secure contact back in Berlin, right? So if we need a safe house or something like that, we can always use her, right?
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
then
we might as well
that's
wait.
just a
It doesn't-
guaranteed thing. We can all just sit and play cards and watch Uzulu Rags mind control his dog while we're waiting for you to do it.
All right.
It doesn't take long for us to say we're waiting a week, so we'll just do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if it takes a week for the army to get up and running, we can just do stuff for a week.
yeah. Do stuff for a week. That's what we're doing.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yep. Rags, go fuck your dog again.
Mm-hmm.
I will roll under protest.
I object to this framing.
All right. So during this week, I want to reduce my hunger throughout the week. So we've been getting blood, I suppose, in some form from the military itself.
Yes, when you're in the field, they'll provide you with blood because you can't be expected to get it yourself.
Because that seems like the reverse of what it should be. In the field, as we kill enemies, we can drink their blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Dev follows a different philosophy. I mean, if he kills his enemies, they win. I do have one question, though. If we're waiting a
you can't
week...
be guaranteed to be in combat unless you want to one day run out of the trenches screaming at the enemy.
Oh no, Russian peasant might have to get sucked on.
Let's see.
If we're...
As in the case of your of being around other people in Berlin or Germany, you're expected to just go find blood like you've always done.
Yep. It's gonna go find some homeless bum or something, and well, actually, you can't do that, Uzu, but everyone else can.
God, you've
What?
got low
So-
expectations.
You're
in order-
you're a Ventru. You can only like feed from the high class. I think
Didn't know that.
that's your clan weakness.
All right, I'll bear that in mind.
So-
Quick question though: if we're waiting a week, does the spy mission in England take less than a week? Because I have a feeling Emil is not going to be too happy about us waiting around playing cards when we could have done the spy mission.
We've got other things to do.
Like play cards.
Yeah.
Well, like you could oversee the creation of the battalion. You know, you could fluff it up.
Yeah.
And we should get all of our.
I need to work on my book.
Stefano and I are the only people with hunger right now. We need to get that down. So in a setting such as this,
Well, the thing is that I'm
could
a
just go-
consensualist, so I have to have consent from person that I take blood from, unless they're dead. So, which is why I'm ghouling somebody, so I have their consent.
well, let's go to the hospital.
Let's face it,
Surely
we know
they
which
have
one of those two
blood
options is going to
bags
be
at the
easier most of the
hospital, right?
time, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
just go kill Anderson for f***ing.
No.
Yes, the way you do it, you just do hunting, if you wish.
All right. Is that that's a roll that we make?
Yes, depending
All right.
on your predator type.
Yep.
All right. So I'm. What is my predator type? What is that?
It's we all had to choose one
Mhm.
under details, I think. Not
Predator
under
types. All right. Let me go to 175.
Chronicle. It's under.
Yeah. All right. Predator types. Alley cat, bagger, blood leech, cleaver, consensualist. Is that what you chose?
Yeah, I chose that. I chose consensualist. You should have put it under merits and flaws when you rolled the character on your character sheet.
Osiris farm. Let me see if I could find it there. Merits and flaws.
Yep. Second
Beautiful,
time.
stunning, eat food, bloodhound. Is that one? Blood leech. No, it's not. Let's see. Turn lever, play, prey exclusion. Past.
Where's merit still flaws on the thing?
It's under Chronicle,
Right.
the second tab on the character sheet.
Oh right, yeah. Oh, I can eat food.
Yes.
I
Yes,
can't
you
drink
can.
blood. I can't drink blood from transgender people though. I'm an actual transphobe.
Is that what you chose?
Yeah.
I have one of my convictions is protect the innocent from harm, so I can't just go and feed on a homeless person.
Mm.
Well, all you guys has all these moralistic limitations. My only limitation is this some sort of peasant blood I'm too rich to understand?
Yeah, kind of. The event you have to like choose a class of person and then only feed from that class.
I didn't even know that,
And
actually.
I think you can use willpower to override it.
That's not so
When
bad.
you start spending your willpower, and
I've never spent more than like 3 or 4 points, and I have 6 to go around, so that's not too bad.
So
Okay.
So I don't see where predator type is written. Maybe I just didn't write it down, or I didn't even choose one. A scene queen, Sandman, farmer, Osiris. Well, let's take a look here.
Osiris is one of them. Did you have that, or?
No, I don't. I looked through my list. I have other things here: slavery's evil, kill only the unworthy, unbelievers in defense, protect the innocent from harm. I've got the spurned lover, prey exclusion of children, living in the past. What is that? Flaw. That's a flaw. You haven't grasped modern mindset. You just want to. Here, outdated convictions. YouTube. All right, I need to make a note to adjust that. So you click on it.
Yeah, I'm just looking through it.
Yeah.
You might have
I may
forgotten to put
Yeah, I
it
might
down,
not
then
choose
I
a
guess.
predator type. What I'll do is, how much longer are we going to be going on today?
I'm gonna go eat in about 50 minutes at most. So
15 or 50?
50.
Okay.
So I have 50 minutes.
All right.
yeah, about the same for me. I'm going out tonight with Naomi.
I'm eating alone. So there you go.
That's sad, Rags.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Oh
for
no,
you.
no! After yesterday, I'm fine. Let's see.
Yeah, we're doing our New Year's thing today. Having a dinner.
There you go. So let's take a look here. 170. Oh, that's actually right there. What do we got? We got Alley Cat, combative assault feeder. You stalk, overpower, and drink from wherever you can, when you can. You may or may not attempt to threaten or dominate victims in silence. That doesn't really fit in my backstory that much. But you steal by or otherwise pure cold blood rather than hunt.
Those who don't have one, just go pick one now. And for Dev, you were a consensualist, right?
Yes, which means that
For you, it is manipulation plus persuasion.
Oh, okay. Can we just do that right now? I mean, can I both do that and also deal with my ghoul family in waiting in the same night?
No.
Okay. Well, I only have one hunger. I'm fine for now.
Well, if you wait a week, then you are assumed to go over there. Do you need to do it every day?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your excuse for going there and making them drink wine again?
You see, I don't have one this time.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
Yeah. I mean, if she was single and it was just her in the house, I could just lock myself in there for 3 days like Rags.
Yeah, true.
Farmers. Siren.
Well, what does one drought give me in terms of control over them anyway?
Nothing. They just develop a strong feeling for you, and that can be literally anything.
All right.
Oh, I am Siren.
Oh, Siren is your type?
Yes, my predator type for Siren. I don't have it written down, but I have all the merits associated with it, so I must not have just written down Siren as my predator type. So let me put that down.
Which one? Which one's Siren?
So Siren, Siren is you feed almost exclusively during or while feigning sex, and you rely on your discipline, seduction skills, or the unquenchable appetites of others to conceal your carnivorous nature. You've mastered.
Sounds like Rags.
One night stand.
Sorry,
Yeah, sounds like Rags.
did you say during or while? Like they're different things?
Let's see. Let me read here. Maybe like during or while feigning sex, relying on your discipline, seduction skills, or the unquenchable appetites of
Right.
others to conceal your
I gotcha.
carnivorous
So
nature.
Not during or while, but during or while feigning. I see.
Could be, yeah.
Not worded brilliantly, but anyway, do continue.
Could be both, I guess, with the wording. Would fit either way thematically with the idea. So
a super chat went back and said you're a scene queen. Is that true? Is that just
no, that doesn't sound at all, because I have all the stuff on my sheet that are associated with persuasion, seduction, which I have, subterfuge seduction. I put persuasion, seduction, gain 1 dot of fortitude or presence, and I believe it's probably the fortitude one that I took. Let me see, where is that? I don't actually see. Where is fortitude? That's not a skill. Where's fortitude?
Isn't fortitude a discipline?
Let me check. It might be. Because I have the looks merit beautiful and the a spurned lover as a flaw.
Yeah, fortitude is the tanking discipline. It gives you like hardened skin and stuff.
So it says gain 1 dot of fortitude or presence. So I'll choose C between those. Yeah, Siren is, and I'm pretty sure I'm a Siren.
All right.
If not, I am now. And I do a fortitude or presence. I'll take a look at those later. They're probably not relevant at the moment. So what I'm gonna do is, I suppose I'm gonna have to go and get laid, or at least feign it with someone to feed. So I have a specialty for persuasion, seduction, and let's see. I am stunning as a. Let's look at Chronicle. Stunning as a merit. So I got a 2 in that.
Okay. All right. So this is a the major bombings of Berlin have not started yet. So this would be a difficulty probably 4 hunting ground. So it would just be, in the case of Siren, charisma plus subterfuge. And then you get a plus, 2?
Will this not just be going out and hooking up with
That's
somebody?
what the check is for, basically. It's just a quick way instead of role-playing out the whole thing.
All right, so I roll what now?
Charisma and subterfuge.
Charisma and subterfuge. Because it says I get persuasion with a specialty of seduction. Would I not be rolling that instead? Because that's what's directly tied to Siren?
You're a Siren, were you?
Yeah.
Yes, Siren is charisma plus subterfuge. Or do you mean Cyrus?
Yeah. No. I mean Siren, because you add a specialty of persuasion that is seduction, like parentheses, as a merit.
Yeah, that's just your skills. But your hunting is charisma plus subterfuge.
That's not a skill. That's a merit for seduction. Because I'm trying to go out and I'm trying to hook up with someone.
Yes.
Wouldn't I would use persuasion seduction for that, surely.
No, not according to the book.
That can't be right.
What do you use instead of persuasion and seduction?
If I'm trying to get laid with someone, I don't.
It's charisma plus subterfuge.
I would think charisma and seduction, but
that can't be right.
Well,
I don't use seduction to get laid with people.
yeah, what?
That's insane. Under Siren, it's not that is how I feed.
Don't yell at me. Yell at the book.
But I'm looking at
law
the
your way
book.
out of this, quick.
No, I'm looking at the book now.
Yeah, page 308 under hunting predator pools, charisma plus subterfuge.
But my predator type is Siren.
Yes.
Is there even a seduction skill? I can't see it.
Yes, it is. It's a merit for persuasion. It's a specialty. That's what I use to feed, is I seduce people.
Oh. So it'd be
It's on
persuasion.
page 178 under Siren. Add a specialty, persuasion seduction, or subterfuge seduction.
100 and what?
178. And it comes with the looks merit to go along with that. That's how I feed. Is I use the seduction specialty that it gives me for having Siren.
Specialty persuasion, seduction, or subterfuge. Gain 1 dot fortitude. Gain the looks merit 2. Gain the enemy flaw, spurn lover, jealous partner. No rags. That just gives you the specialities. That has nothing to do with how you hunt.
But it says right here, you feed almost exclusively during or while feigning sex. That's what the seduction's for.
No, apparently not.
That can't be right. That doesn't make any sense in
can be
any
right.
capacity.
It absolutely can be right, according to the book.
Getting laid isn't this hard in real life, man.
So what's the point of having...
Dev the pimp chimes in.
No, I think Dev's talking about how easy it is to hire a bull in Canada.
Indeed, Siren, charisma plus subterfuge. You feed under the guise of sex, pick up your victim, charm them, and take them somewhere alone to feed. And according to White Wolf, that is charisma plus subterfuge.
Do I get the specialty for seduction factored in that?
Well,
You
gotta
don't say
remember
that you
that.
do get 2 points for being beautiful.
Right,
Yeah.
you've got to remember this was written by beta leftists who they unironically warn about fascism. Like,
So at this point, what's the
They have
point
never
of having
charmed
the
a woman in their
seduction
lives.
specialty that they give you?
Seduction would probably be used more in terms of manipulation or instead of manipulation.
Regs, it says that you can add your seduction specialty to subterfuge. So just do that.
I guess. Yeah, I guess I can't persuade people to have sex with me using seduction. I have to use subterfuge to do it. Because you don't persuade people to have sex with you, I guess.
I think you do persuade them to have sex with you, but drinking their blood without being noticed might be...
All
might
right,
be the subterfuge
we'll
part.
use subterfuge seduction. All right, so that is charisma, which is 1, but it's the 2 for being stunning. So, do Let's add these up.
I think you would roll
You had 2
subterfuge
extra
and
die-
charisma. Subterfuge, charisma, then you'd add 1 for being stunning, and you'd add 1 for seduction.
Stunning is add 2
Mo-
extra dice.
So you'd modifier of 3 then. That's
Right,
basically what it would
so
be.
Stunning adds 2 by itself. So let's do the
Well, yeah,
subterfuge.
Yeah, I think you just click subterfuge, make
Yeah.
your other stat charisma,
Charisma.
and then modifier of 3 for 1 being seduction and 2 being your looks.
All right.
That should be it. Still pretty good.
4, 5, 6. Yep, that is a successful feed.
Is it over?
How come I only rolled 2 dice there?
Because you're hungry, so the other 2 are rolled
God,
as
it's
hunger
not over.
dice.
Oh,
Which
okay.
they don't do anything unless you get a crit success or a crit fail. They're just regular
Alright.
dice.
Rags
Alright.
has been oppressed by the rulebook once again, but finally he gave in and surrendered to the rulebook.
Well, I mean, there's brick walls and then there's reason, but I guess we got to progress.
Yeah.
So how much?
Well, if we want to go brick wall, Rags, I don't find any rules for a shape shifting harness here. Jeez,
No, the rules
that's
actually
odd.
the rules are
Maybe we're gonna have to take that away from you.
It goes to light clothing. That's what we determined. That's what the rules said.
Yes, I'm sure that will.
Well, actually, Rags, if you want to go by the rules of shape shifting dictate that all light
Just
clothing
tell me how
actually
much
shape
hunger I
shifts
lose.
with you. So it's gonna
Walruses
be gone
aren't
while you're a dog.
stealthy.
Oh shit, that would be terrible.
And then it was him who said that I'd have to get a harness.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
anyway.
almost as if the DM does try to work with you, and yet you complain loudly.
how
to the point
much-
that the GM starts
How
feeling
much
like you
hunger
want to
do I
punish
lose
Rags.
for finishing this hunt?
How much hunger?
How much hunger does it take away 1 or all of it or
2 points?
2? All right.
All right, can I do my thingy?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, so I looked up the rules for ghouling. She's not just going to listen to me until she's on two sips,
Mhm.
And then I can just order her to take the 3rd sip using presence or something. It'll probably be fine. So I still need to at least be kind of charismatic about this. So here's what I'm gonna do. All right, can I get I don't know a water bottle or a canteen or something along those lines? Arch.
Not before you tell me what you're going to do with them now.
Well, she's going to drink from it, and I'm just going to convince her to do it.
Disgusting. Okay, yep, sure, you can try that.
All right, so I'll put water in there, but I'll put a few drops and shake it up. So
Raz
it's-
check.
Yep, right. Very good. Let's see. 0.
The hunger point.
That's a hunger point. All right. So there it is. And then I'll get some documents related to our current formation, like our army that's being built. I'll gather some of those up so it looks kind of official.
Mhm.
And then I will head over down to her office where she's working.
Like a creepy stalker you are, yes.
I'll just say, hey, how's it going? It's good to see you again.
Well, she doesn't know if it's that good to see you again.
Oh, why not?
Well, let's see. Let me do a little roll here to see what kind of random effect she gets.
Dev, why does your
that's right.
1940s young German girl have the verbiage of a 21st century young male millennial?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? What's up, bro?
Actually, I've heard a lot of women say that of this era.
Yeah, still 21st century millennials. We're talking about 100 years ago now.
How do you say hi in the Reich?
Heil.
Heil.
Right. That, Dev, looks like a 1.
A 1. Jesus. Okay.
I think
So
she
what's-
hates you a lot.
Oh. Is there any particular reason why she hates me?
Blood bond. That's just the strong feelings.
So the strong feeling that I got was hate.
Apparently. You should have done like Uzulu and inquire strong love in V.
Is it because her husband rolled like a 10 and her husband's now in love with me?
we'll adopt that as the official story, sure.
All right, so I assume that she doesn't want to speak with me then.
She throws things at you.
What?
Deb, use your charm. You have charm. Use it.
What
charisma.
charm?
You've got 4 charisma. Fucking.
Well, at
Have you
least
never
the
dealt with an
hours
angry
and
girlfriend
hours.
before?
Who's throwing things at me?
Yeah. Look, eventually they tire themselves out.
Girls can't throw. They're not going to hit you.
Yeah.
So did he,
I'm glad at least that the hours and hours that you spent on this little project of yours has not been for nothing or anything.
so she's throwing things at me. I assume she came out from behind that grate.
Don't assume, right, Dev? Be assertive and manly and say, I'm going to try and calm her down and persuade her to sit down and have a drink with me.
Whip your dick out.
I pull down her husband.
Then roll whatever charisma thing you can do.
Yeah, I'm going to persuade her to try and calm down and actually discuss something with me, if you don't mind. We're not at the drinking part yet. I want to push my luck. Well, hold on. Don't throw things at me.
Why?
I'm actually here.
Why?
No, I have a plan. I'm actually here on some kind of business. If you don't mind.
No, charm her.
This is part of the charming.
That's not part of any charming. Charm her.
I'm so glad that we went along with my idea of just massacring Russians instead of all this autism.
We haven't even got to the massacring Russians yet.
Wouldn't it be nice if we had?
Yeah.
Okay, roll charisma and persuasion.
Roll charisma and persuasion. Persuasion. Charisma.
Okay, a critical hunger success. Good.
Oh God.
Good.
What do we just fuck immediately?
Right, so 4, 5, and down to 4 again degrees of success there, and another 4 degrees of success there. So 8 degrees of success. Yes, pretty much. Yeah, no, she starts throwing shit at you and like, baby, calm down. And actually, she leaves the room and she continues just hauling at you and throwing stuff. And then, like in a movie scene, she starts pounding your tiny little girl chest. And then she begins crying like, oh, I love you and hate you so much. And then loud skittering noises continue.
Christ, okay.
Sorry, what was that last part? I didn't hear.
I'm glad the situation's under control.
Oh, skizzering. All right, so
scissoring.
Yeah, do we just like slip into a back office or something?
Essentially, yes.
I'm gonna fucking slip into a coma at this rate. Older woman on young female child is still sick pedophilia, you know.
Well, have you seen that one meme where it's like the giant woman lifting up the tiny lady from before a porn?
The fuck are you talking about?
Oh, really? Hold on, let me find that.
No,
Of course you've got it on hand, Dev.
You don't need to find it. It's fine.
Dev, I think what you're confusing here is that would be a small adult rather than a small child.
We already looked up it's legal. We already looked it up.
Yes, I know that
the age.
that is legal. What I'm saying is the theme you're going with here of trying to seduce this woman, it's still going in the wrong. I mean, this whole situation is completely fucked, let's face it.
All right, so we've scissored, I guess. Presumably I can convince her or otherwise use presence to get her to drink some of this laced water.
Yes, I'm sure she's thirsty now.
All right, very good. I'll offer her the water.
Right, well, now you have 2 stacks of blood on her.
So what does that do?
That means that she will be positively aligned towards you. So now she like you better, basically.
All right. Okay, very good.
I hate fucked her into liking me.
Yeah, that's how it works sometimes.
Good job, Dev.
I assume I did not get to feed, though?
No.
No. Okay, I'll have to do that next time. Okay, that's my day.
Fantastic. All right.
Can I slip out of my coma now?
That depends, usually. What are you going to do?
Well, is there anything else that anyone needs to do before we can get on with whatever the mission on the Eastern Front was?
Well, we're waiting a week. And one thing I need to do is basically get this woman on side so we have a base back here. So I have one more day of that.
Mm-hmm.
and then we're done here.
Okay, I'll spend my time just helping organize the division's arch.
I guess I'll do the same.
Yeah.
Right, Sargon, roll some leadership.
Oh, okay. I haven't got very much in the way of leadership, so leadership and what, by the way?
Leadership and composure, perhaps? Composure or intelligence, you pick.
I'll choose intelligence.
I'll roll the same because I think I'm doing the same thing Sargon is.
Okay. 4, 5 minus 1, 4. 4 degrees of success.
Okay.
I've got
take
4
it?
composure.
No, I'll use a willpower and re-roll the 2 and the 1.
That wasn't too bad.
Sorry, the 3 and the 1, I guess. Is it 6 I need to beat? I'll just re-roll all 3 fails.
Yes.
Okay, shit. Well, 1 pass.
Okay, so that's 4, 5, and 5 degrees. Okay. Right. Yep. You get engaged in the organization of the division personally, and you speed it up by a day.
Excellent.
And my involvement?
Then Uzulu swoops in, rolls a hunger critical. What's your predator type, Uzulu?
Oh God,
That is the first time I've been asked that question. Where in the character sheet is that? Anyone know where it is?
Exclusion Aryans.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
merits of
Yeah.
flaws. Yeah. Wait, that's the class of person you chose as your weakness? Is it Aryans?
Yeah, I don't eat Aryans.
No, you have to eat Aryans.
No, that's
Exclusion.
exclusion.
Like I pray exclusion children.
He's actually racist against Germans.
No, I'm racist in favor of Germans, which is exactly what I'm supposed to be.
Fucking racism is racism, isn't it?
Exactly. Thank you.
God.
Okay.
Here's Uzulu.
Background heard. Right. You get around the division and you bring everybody up to speed. You speed it up with a day as well. But you're leaning towards being a herd person, somebody who tries to create a cult around himself, and with a fame of 3, has garnered you a bit of a following.
Oh God, no!
Good.
Don't force me to be V. Well, actually, that is good. Getting a following, I guess. I just don't want to manage them. God.
Well, I mean, they'll starve to death eventually if you don't, I suppose.
Look, I'm used to being a celebrity enough in real life. Don't make me do it in a video game as well.
Right. Some of the young soldiers have created a bit of a cult of personality around you.
All right. Understandable.
That means that they'll be very happy to obey any orders you give, but it might cause friction with the other commanders. Who knows?
Jürgen Panzerson has already accrued his followers. I see. That's good.
Yeah.
He explains them the 12 rules for Reich, Uzulu.
I think I will.
This is
Yes, that's a good idea.
This is doubtless how you got them, right? I'm like, wow, this guy's talking a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Goose step with your back straight. That's a good rule.
It does sound exactly like something the Nazis would unironically say.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, clean your quarters.
Yeah.
Okay. And Dev will go do his thing. At this point, you can pretty much just tell her to drink whatever you give her. So
Yeah.
she'll have 3 stacks.
Yep. So I'll need another
So-
rouse check. Let's find it here. Here it is.
So this cult following that I've acquired, they'll do what I say, but aren't they already in the I've forgotten the word again, but the set of soldiers that we command?
The battalion, yeah.
Yes. So they'll follow your orders with
They'll
extra
double follow.
zeal, but they might decide to ignore the orders of others.
I see. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't see the problem. I'm already the commanding officer of their commanding officers anyway, aren't I?
No, you're just a bitch officer.
yeah.
But
Only
point
Dev
is-
has proper rank here.
Yeah, but we're like lieutenants. The regular rank and file have to listen to us on the value that we're officers.
Yes. Unless they choose not to.
I get
Is that how the
fucking
military
shot.
works?
What?
Yeah, is that how the military
can
works?
indeed shoot them,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you're damn right I will.
But they have now developed the opinion that Uzulu's orders are the only ones that are worth anything because he has the correct philosophy.
I will. We're using the same philosophy. I'll literally shoot them and be like, "Rule 6: set your Wehrmacht in perfect order for you." Blitzkrieg.
Basically, my cult is spreading to the officers as a matter of pragmatism.
And if they're not following the 12 rules, man, they're fucked.
Fair enough.
So how many people have joined the Sons of Uzulu then?
Not that many, but enough to be annoying in the future.
How many subscribers do I have?
Well, roughly how many?
I don't know. Somewhere between 3 to 50.
That's quite a good range.
Like 10,000 or something?
That's quite a range.
10,000. Jesus, Deb.
I didn't actually count out how many. How many do we have?
4,000 men.
There we go.
It's quite a lot, though. Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Yeah.
And Uzulu's already got his Praetorian Guard.
True.
This is great. I mean, look,
I would love to have tried to get that. I just happened to get it.
Yeah, but unironically, when we get the need for like a suicide mission, you have ready guys who will volunteer to go tell them back with you.
That's true. It's Mass Effect 2. I just need to get them loyal, and then they won't fail.
So I guess there's one last thing to do before we head out. Now that I have this woman under complete control, do we want to transform her house into a haven or something? What do you guys think?
I know, sorry, I'm just making a note. Uzulu's Nazi lobsters, up to 50 loyal convicts and 12 rules of Reich. Okay.
That's lobster.
So, we can have them install, curtains that completely block sunlight and stuff like that, and we can make a hideout in the house.
Yeah.
I'm sure her husband and child will appreciate that.
Yeah, well, we can always just send them away as well if you like.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Well, I assume the divorce is incoming now that she has 3 droughts and he only has 1.
I love how you're putting all this
Weren't you
work.
talking about taking care of this family, at least the child, a little while ago?
Well, yeah, it's called getting them out of here.
Why don't you
I-
tell
I-
them to take
taking
care of the
care of
child? Just give them orders that they need to protect this child and raise it properly. They'll listen to you.
You're doing all this work to get one woman on side, and I've just accidentally got between 3 and 50 soldiers on my side.
But they're not women, Uzulu.
Wow, that's some fucking sexism right there on display.
Hey, in the army,
Simon,
eventually.
I found something fun. Have a look in the D&D chat.
Yeah, no, I well look on the player notes. They're called the Hummer Sturmtruppler, which is apparently Lobster Stormtrooper.
Nice. You know what, Simon? I'm making you my XO for my little cult.
I'm not subservient to you.
Oh, I see. So whose cult is it again?
Yours, we're of equal rank.
Yeah, but not in the cult.
No, of course not in the cult, but in the rest of the unit. That's 50 guys out of 4,000.
I know.
Sorry, they're your responsibility. I'm sure to take good care of them.
You'll have to feed them, water them, dress them.
Is that how fans usually work?
Yes.
No, but you'll have to give speeches about the 12 rules to keep them motivated. It'll be great.
God, no wonder I keep losing
Basically,
subscribers.
every
I'm supposed to
time.
feed them.
Every time you start getting lazy and whingy, I'm going to go, Uzulu, your cult needs your direction.
It's just a
it's always
fucking
good.
Tamagotchi now.
Yes.
Basically, though, you'll always have something useful to tell them with these rules. Whatever situation we're in, you're probably going to be able to spin a moral yarn about reporting a Jew when you encounter one in an attic and stuff like this. For the greater good of the Reich. This will be easy. It'd be good.
Yep. Sounds fun. I'll just make an RNG to pick one of the rules and just read it out.
It's a
Yeah,
shame
sorry,
the,
chat.
Jordan
I haven't.
Peterson-
Chat is reminding that I haven't watered them in months.
It is a shame the Jordan Peterson voice generator is offline.
It is.
'Cause
I did make one for this series, and something in the TTS didn't read out quite right, so I went back to make it read better, and by the time I went back, it had been shut down.
Oh.
I do have the line, though. I think I played it on stream one time before.
Now, Rags has finished fucking his dog. The dog is now loyal to Rags. It has stopped struggling. Its mind is broken. It's surrendered to the darkness now.
Excellent.
The darkness and the peanut butter. And Dev has his slave. You're gonna have to mail her blood like every week, by the way.
It's 3 months.
She'll start losing a point every month. So if you wait 2 months, she might not want to drink the blood.
That's true. But then we can just force her again. That's not a big deal.
Well, if you're there, Dev.
Yeah, that's true. We'll be back in 2 months, won't we?
Oh yes, the Eastern Front was a quick romp.
We'll be for us. We're vampires.
Okay,
so,
well, I suggest we just finish that up there because now you're ready to depart.
I guess I wanted to give her orders, but I can just do that next time.
Yes,
I wanted to have her set something up while we were gone, but we can just do that next session, I guess.
Kick her husband and child out of the house.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna start the divorce proceedings. I don't want them
the
getting
rest
involved.
of you let this happen. You fucking disgusting.
I don't want those two getting involved.
Fine.
Like, jeez. This is how I save them, by getting them out of the world of darkness.
I'm breaking up a marriage to protect the people in the marriage
Yeah, you are moral actors.
from myself.
Yeah.
I think I haven't done anything wrong, actually.
I think you haven't prevented the wrong things.
Said
from
the
occurring.
Nazi officer.
Well, I'm just saying. Apart from, I haven't done anything wrong yet.
You haven't prevented the wrong, Herr Untersturmführer Sargon.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not my responsibility to police everyone's behavior.
Look, I'm not there. I don't know what this fucking degenerate is doing.
Yeah.
Don't worry. As soon as we
Exactly
come
my
back
outcome.
and we have like a mansion ready for us, because she'll have saved up all her money. It'll be fine, guys. It'll be fine. We'll have a cool haven when we return.
Excellent.
Man, it sounds like it's pretty easy to get a mansion just by enslaving one administrative clerk.
Yeah. Well, if they're not saving for the future and instead saving for our future, it'll be fine.
I don't know. I feel like that's really taking advantage of someone who had previously volunteered at great risk to themselves to help us.
To say thank you, we've decided to take all of your life savings forever.
Yeah. This is a really odd thank you for someone.
Well, as long as you don't abandon her, it'll be okay.
Wine, okay? It's really good wine.
Yeah, what more does she want? Her psychological freedom?
All right, so
That's not possible.
we'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Wait,
make
my
sure you're divorced by
character-
then.
I've got a.
Make sure we have the house to ourselves.
One of my convictions is slavery is evil.
But she's not enslaved.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Yeah, she fucking is.
that's interesting.
Nowhere in the rule book does it say that creating a ghoul is like enslavement.
Fuck your rule book, Dev.
Straight to the rule book.
That is totally in the same principle.
Rags, do it.
Does this mean that Rex would never actually ghoul anybody?
You will. It's not slavery.
Look, the blacks want to work on the plantation. It's not
My
slavery.
character finds out about this. I will be.
They
very
love it.
upset.
Look at them.
I will be very upset.
Well, Rex, you just enslaved an animal then.
No, I'm pretty sure that having an animal. Wait, are you going with this? That having a familiar is slavery?
Yeah, because if you're poisoning someone to following you, it definitely is.
No, it's not. It's an animal. It's not like a person.
Dev, we are talking about the difference between like a greater being befriending a lesser being versus two equal beings and one has chemically enslaved the other's mind.
Hang on then. No. Hang on.
We're not equal.
Hang on. With that framing, exactly. It's fine for a vampire to enslave a human then.
No, it's still chemical enslavement.
Inferior.
It's
No,
still no. That wasn't the only factor. The superiority wasn't the only factor. The chemical enslavement is the important part.
Well, no,
Well,
it's not.
Rags
because if you're
chemically enslaved his
enslaving
dog.
then
Yeah.
the important part is the superiority.
Wait, did Rags chemically enslave his dog?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying
He's doing the
attention.
exact
All
same thing
I
that I
heard,
thought, familiar.
all I heard is Rags has been fucking his dog. Okay, in that case, the only dividing line is that the dog is not sentient. It's not self-aware in the same way that a human is.
No,
course,
but they're not
absolutely.
vampires.
So what we do now is we say that, okay, Dev, yeah, you're right that Rags is doing it too, but that means that you're doing it much worse, so he still has to come down on you.
Yeah, and besides,
Considering that we're Nazis, I'm okay with the idea of supremacism.
Yeah, but Rags isn't.
yeah, I'm definitely not. That's
No,
the thing. Like
Ra-
slavery
You're
is
a
one
Nazi.
thing. It's slavery.
Yeah, but
That's
if it's
the
not
problem.
slavery to enslave a dog because they're not your equal as a vampire, what difference does it make if it's a human? Because they're still not your equal as a vampire.
Humans and vampires are about as intelligent and sentient as each other.
I'm pretty sure we're smarter.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any
This doesn't mean
necessary
that
reason to
whoever
believe
has the
that.
higher IQ is like they're a different species or
No,
something.
we're talking
In
about like
some
more
levels,
than
we're
double the
different.
IQ.
Some levels are different,
Yeah, but you might have a
that's-
super intelligent robot, but it's still not a fucking human. It's and it's the same thing. You might have a super intelligent human, but it's still not a vampire.
Intelligence isn't the same as self-awareness or sentience.
Yeah. And plus, we used to be human in a very real sense, and we still are to a great degree, especially physiologically.
I think the only psychological
that's
advantage that vampires have over humans is that they've lived longer. They've gathered more information.
And they're slightly immune to bullets, and they drink.
I said
blood,
psychological.
They have magic powers that can influence
Yeah.
the mind.
and, like they live forever. You know, like I don't consider myself to have been reduced to mere human status when it comes to concerns like slavery.
Yeah, and either way, I certainly, as a young man living in 1940s Germany, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, having a pet dog is slavery, but actually enslaving someone with magic, that oh yeah, it's basically the same thing. No
Rags,
issues.
did you actually use your blood to enslave the dog better?
I think so.
That's a yes, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
Yes, it's a yes.
So
Yeah.
that was a bad idea given your aversion to slavery.
Let's see. Let me.
But
read
if
up
you're
through it.
if you're willing to say that it probably was, then absolutely you can go for Dev.
But otherwise, we're vampire supremacists first, and that's
Well,
fine.
in the sense, either way, it would still be doing it to a dog, and I wouldn't have any issues with doing that to a dog.
Neither do we care about doing it to humans. Next subject.
But I would.
Why?
Saigon, why are you trying to stop these two fighting? It'd be fun to watch.
Because I want to kill someone else. I don't know. Do whatever the next thing is.
Look, I want to massacre socialists as much as the next guy, but the only thing currently that would be more interesting is watching these two fight.
The moral quandary they're in because now they're peace or activists for humans.
Yeah.
Like fucking
I'm not having a moral
humans are
quandary with
friends
how I see
too. Oh,
things.
fucking no, they're not. They're cattle. We're vampires, damn it.
Oh yeah, no, make no mistake, my character doesn't give a fuck.
I do. I'm
Rags'
still,
character does.
I'm still a Nazi.
But what's
So I would view human Nazis as, I mean, they'd still be sentient and self-aware and be able to make choices and stuff like that. Like I would see them as kindred in a way, especially because of how my humanity level, our shared cause, where I came from, my relationships with them.
I want it on record that I officially see humans as pets.
The thing about the humanity stat is people actually get this wrong all the time. People think that it's how moral you are. It's actually not. The humanity stat is how much you are like yourself before you turned.
Thank you, talking manual.
That still actually applies. In fact, that's how I was using it.
Oh no, Rags the good heart.
I wasn't using my humanity statistic as a moral barometer.
Everyone's saying don't use kindred to refer to people.
Yeah, it's
because
humans.
Kindred is what vampires use to refer to vampires.
Yeah.
In this world.
You can call them comrades if you want.
I'll call them whatever, people, persons.
If we're talking about this in terms of the Turing test, then there isn't much difference between vampires and humans, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're not talking about it in those terms at all. We're talking about it in
But if we do talk about it in those terms, we can set the other two against each other. It'll be funny.
Yeah, I feel like we're becoming communists by doing it. We're talking about essential racial terms. Humans are Untermensch compared to vampires.
I know. I feel like the leap from dog to human is very difficult to compare from the leap from human to vampire.
Right, there are two options at this point. Either you two have your handbag fight, or we go and kill some communists.
Kill communists.
I mean, my character doesn't know about this yet. As far as I know, you're just making a friend. I don't know about the blood stuff. But should I find out that's what you're really doing? Because I haven't.
If any of us ever make a ghoul, we're going to have to fight you. Is that the story?
Potentially, yeah.
because
I would certainly have reservations against it because of how I view the concept of slavery.
Okay, just write Hitler a letter or something of complaint. I don't know. We're gonna need ghouls.
Yeah,
We should probably ghoul some of the soldiers. Actually,
I don't need
You know
ghouls.
what we're gonna
I
do?
have a cult.
Yeah, we didn't need ghouls.
we're going into the mess tent and we're putting blood in like the giant vat of food, whatever it is, and everyone is going to get ghouled.
I was going to suggest that about our army.
Yeah, we're ghouling the entire army.
Yeah, but how many people can we ghoul?
As many as you can keep feeding.
Dev, consider before you spike it that one dose makes them. One dose could make them pretty unpredictable.
That's true. You have to give him 3 doses for him to be completely obedient.
You have to give
Suddenly
4,000
people
three-
decide they want to shoot their commanding officer.
Okay. We'll lock them all in like 4,000 rooms. Okay, we have 4,000 guys.
Okay.
Well, that is a brilliant idea. Yeah, that's going to work brilliantly.
Meals.
They're already loyal, but to make them more loyal, we have to get 4,000 padded cells and a week-long chemical treatment regime.
Okay, we're just gonna rent out an entire hotel for 3 days. Okay, we'll be 4,000
doesn't
rooms.
normally have 4,000.
We'll not be doing
rooms in
any-
it.
It'll be a big. It'll be a Trump Tower or something. Okay.
That doesn't have 4,000 rooms.
Oh my God, the Trump family is in Germany now. Oh my God.
We will figure it out. We'll have 4,000 places, and because if we ghoul the entire army with
Axel
one.
picture fit. He'll be like, "Well,
I
you
will.
can't
My
enslave all
I
of
will,
these comrades."
Yeah, my character will legit have a problem with you doing it to our own guys, our own loyal soldiers there to help us.
Maybe we could do 1 or 2, Dev.
It's one thing if you were like, this guy was a communist, he was an enemy of the state, he was an enemy combatant. Then I'd be like, difficult for me to go through. But a loyal Nazi soldier there to assist us, especially with Uzulu's influence over them, I'd be like,
every single thing that I've looked up kind of leads me to believe that vampires don't view ghouls as slaves.
are you saying that vampires have to think a certain way? It's kind of
Well, vampires
have to
generally
vote for
view
Dev.
ghouls as being superior to humans. They're uplifting them by giving because ghouls can use some of the powers that I have. Like they have.
I don't think that.
She
Man,
should
that's
now
what
have
the
one
Americans
dot.
needed to do in the Civil War. Just a different perspective on slavery.
Yeah. We're lifting you up from your savage tribal root.
She should now have 1 dot in auspex, and humans can't usually get that.
The pale man's burden.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Dead man's burden.
Humanitarianism rags. Come on.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna be okay with you ghouling 4,000 for besides the pragmatic issues that would cause.
We're not good.
Yeah, I wouldn't be down with that. Yeah.
But we could probably do 1 or 2 of the sort of Storm Battalion or something. So that
I would be happy to allow you to create your own personal squads of ghouls and consider them like elite forces within the regiment.
Yeah, I think we should do that with like the Storm unit or whatever we've got. So when we're going in, they're tougher than usual.
You could do stuff like that. Yep.
I could actually lay on.
But if you want to create your own personal Sturmtruppen, you'll have to feed them and water them as well. You need to take care of them, be kind to them, gentle to them.
Okay.
I could actually, I could properly lay on this cult thing because I have a really good performance. I could actually deliberately perform around the camp to try and get a bigger cult.
But Uzulu, you didn't give a shit about any of this.
Oh, well, I didn't give a shit about it until it could benefit me, obviously. Although, I am going to have to apparently look after their basic needs for some reason. Hey, we really like your book. Can we become dependent on you? You suckle your teeth, please?
You've got influence over him in a way that could really be substantial in its own right.
Yeah.
No need to bring magic and vampirism into this.
Rex, is your character like in character? Are you objecting to the Jewish work camps?
No.
Those aren't slaves. Those are subhumans being worked. Okay.
Well,
just like the dogs.
I have a conviction that they are basically unworthy. Kill only the unworthy unbeliever in self-defense.
Yeah.
The Jews are, especially as a Nazi in the 40s.
Okay, so can I?
They're indeed. I view them as basically subhuman.
Can I ghoul some Jews then?
Yes.
Good. Now you just have to find Jews.
Okay, Arch, can she?
Yeah,
be a
where do we
secret
get
Jew,
some
please?
Jews from? Nazi
If you
Germany.
find Jews, then you should kill them rather than groom them. Do you realize if you're leading around a gang of Jews in Nazi Germany, you're not going to get a lot of respect?
Well, no. Uzulu,
Look at my
remember.
friends.
Put a star on them or anything.
There is the title of honorary Aryan.
Yeah.
If you're going to start willy-nilly handing that out to random Jews, I don't. Surely that's going to have some
Just
penalty.
make them honorary
They're not
Aryans with your
random.
Caucasian persuasion.
Here, even better, Regs. My ghoul is an honorary Jew. All right.
I don't think that's how you'd have to convince me of that.
That's not how it
Yeah.
works.
Are you attempting to imply that a Jew could have honor?
Yeah, I don't see. My character certainly sees this as there's a very big genetic component to it, so it's not like you could just un-Jew somebody.
Really?
Unjew them. Suck the Jew
Once
from
a Jew, always a Jew. Chat saying that this is Soros' origin story.
Possibly.
Oh, it was us the whole
That
time.
explains an awful lot.
It does explain an awful lot, doesn't it?
Why do you hate me, father? You made me.
I should have this woman rise up through the ranks and become a super powerful oligarch who tries to hunt down devs. Like, why did you stop sending me the blood?
And as
I won't
I've
stop
been,
sending her the blood.
I've
It'll be
been
fine.
fairly
Nazi Germany
consistent
suddenly
so
turns
far
its
that
entire
I
war
do
machinery
care about
upon
involving
Canada.
Nazis.
So we've ghouled the dog and the woman, right?
Yes.
We've sorted our forces out into something approaching a reasonable, competent army. Is there anything else we need to do?
I'm going to have her divorce the guy and have the
What?
Yes.
Dev, so let me
Yeah.
rules lawyer you a little bit here from a history.
Yeah.
Hit me with it. Hit me with it.
In Nazi Germany, a very religious Christian state, the man has to initiate the divorce.
Ah,
Should
okay.
have ghouled him, Dev.
All right. I'll ghoul him.
Fine, I'll be straight in Nazi
What?
Germany.
Why can't she just be married to the guy while she's ghouled?
Yeah, why can't they both be ghouled? And their adoration
Yeah.
of Dev is
Well,
what
because
Dev
if-
wants
if
to
we're
take
hiding
away
it-
all her excuses to use her money for herself or things she wants.
Well, because if we're going to end up using her house as a hideaway, wouldn't it be easier if we didn't have other people around?
Well,
Dev?
only if we need to. We might not need to.
Okay.
If you want her money, you probably could just steal it. Or, earn it
Get to
really
give it to
quickly. I don't understand what the fascination with this woman is.
Why would you steal from? If you're just going to steal from people, why steal from her?
Yeah.
No, it's more about just having a place that, say, Emil doesn't know about necessarily, or anybody else, like some kind of fallback in case we have to hide somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason.
We have a moving
I always feel
fallback.
like that's post hoc.
we can just
have a
park
moving
our car
fallback
somewhere.
That if for some reason the story takes a complete 180, will turn on us.
I feel like
Dev,
we have
it's a
entered
car.
deep into V
It doesn't
territory here.
judge.
Sorry,
we can
what?
just drive the car somewhere and sleep in that.
Car.
The car is operated by Wehrmacht personnel,
Yeah.
What, and none of us can drive? Well, Dev can't, but I can.
Steal it, but a giant fucking half track might be a little bit conspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
Dev is suggesting you have a fallback place where you can hide like little bitches should you piss off your superiors.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I'm just
die.
agreeing with you, Dev.
No, I'll take this agreement because something might go wrong. We might need a place to go that is not currently touched by our commanding officer in case, say, he turns on us, or we fuck something up, and then we have to turn on him, or something happens.
And as the chat's pointing out, you still have not contacted the Camarilla with your meeting stone yet either.
That's true. We have not.
I don't remember the
Like,
story there. I think that's
we're
probably like
kind of
something we discussed a
busy.
year ago.
We're busy with the Wehrmacht and the Blitzkrieg. We've got things to do. They can wait.
All right. Well, can I ghoul the father then? The husband?
Dev. Not
Oh.
because I want to eat now, and you were supposed to
Okay.
go and eat dinner as well.
That's right.
And
It's pretty
Rags
much
was
time.
going to go and eat by himself. Lonely boy.
No, I'm being alone isn't the same as being lonely.
That is true.
I just noticed it's 5:59. I do have to go. All right.
Cool. Okay, well, next week I should be good.
Yep, same here. Good too. Oh my God, 2 consecutive weeks?
Yay.
Oh.
Like I mentioned, this division will be open for your stuff. Like if you can think of something you think you can use it for, just send me a message or post it in the D&D chat and we'll look into it. This is supposed to be a somewhat flexible organization for you that will serve as an base in the field and also to allow you to do more stuff.
Excellent.
Right, I'll go through the super chats then.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
See you then.
Ta-ra.
Almost had it. Time for more vampire World War II bad people. Well,
We're good people.
Dev is the only bad person here. He's the
Can I
only
note
one that
that
isn't morally...
Dev is literally suggesting hiding in an attic from Nazis?
I don't know.
Well,
why
not
we need to.
necessarily in the attic.
It could be the basement.
Yeah.
Probably better for vampires.
Dylan Killen, Happy New Year, lads. Resolutions, question marks. Also, Sargon, were you Kangs? And Arch, how's the Beast Arises series coming? Happy New Year's.
We were not Kangs. The ADL told us we couldn't be.
Only blacks can be kings.
Happy New Year's to you too, Dylan Killian, and everybody else watching. It's a fresh year. It'll be a terrible decade, I'm sure, but it'll be amusing too.
No, I feel good about it. I think we're going to win.
I think it's going to be chaotic. Just
Definitely
like
the most
Cornered
futuristic
Rats.
decade so far.
I think the left is going to resist with all means at their disposal. I will be genuinely surprised if we do not see left-wing terrorism in this coming decade.
I think the left is going to resort to terrorism as well.
Especially with how these elections are probably going to go.
Yeah, they're going to lose.
Oh yeah, that's going to be like I genuinely would not put it past them there to be violence during the election.
Completely.
Lil Aoteruya can't wait for Susan's appearance on EFAP in a month's time. Yeah, you promised it now, Rags.
Yeah, right.
I've made no promises, but hey, if Susan wants to hop on over an EFAB, we will gladly have her. We have many questions.
Send her an email, see if she's up for it.
Would be funny, that's for damn sure. Mr. Twisted Frenzy, an excellent start to the new year. Fenray44, will V ever return as a player? Kind of miss his madness, or he's too much of a cuck? Hashtag kick me.
Yeah, I do miss his madness. I told him to join us when I was on his stream after we had a week or so ago when Sargon left and it was Uzlu and I told him, like, jump back on. You're certainly a wild card. It would be interesting.
We'll have to kick
He
Rags.
said, no, I cannot do it. I have things that I must do in place of it. I cannot.
It's Rags or V. We should put it to a vote. Ed Thurman, I'm putting together my own campaign in Vampire, and I think I'm making your canon for this purpose. Yours canon. Okay, go. Well, that'll be a good canon, certainly. It's yet to see if the players can manage to win World War II, though.
Now, how hard can it be?
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to win this time.
I think if the Nazis had Jürgen Panzerson, they would have had the ideological heft to win.
Fenrir44, say Arch, now that the Inquisitor game is playable, will you do a play series on it with your servitor Kyle? That's the hack and slash, isn't it? I didn't really enjoy that one. I don't think I'll put even little Kyle through that. I have been thinking of bringing Kyle onto this RP just to really, really, really do some horrible thing to people, but we'll see.
No, he'd be like, oh, what's that, a cliff? Yeah, I jump off it.
Mr. Gently Benevolent, how does the party feel about the Ewok question?
Oh.
Well,
What is the
personally-
Ewok question exactly?
Oh.
I feel as if the Ewoks would be better served by being rugs.
I think that's a reference to something I said in a stream recently. I was doing a Palpatine impression for the chat, because they gave me a Palpatine quote, and I started talking about wiping out elves, and then they started talking about the Ewoks.
Is, that we owe that to Quentin Reviews for giving us the Ewok question.
What was it?
That was, I told you, Sargon.
I can't remember offhand.
Yeah. Well, we were covering 2 EFAPs ago. We were covering Quentin Reviews' review of the rise of a Skywalker, and he was lamenting the fact that there were some odd casting decisions, like why we didn't get more Rose Tico and stuff like that. And but among them, he said he was talking about Janna, the new black character, and all of her friends, and he was like, man, instead of having all the scenes that had Janna in them, they could have just replaced with Ewoks. And we were like, oh my God, no, you can't say that black people and Ewoks are the same thing. That's awful, Quentin. Oh my goodness. And thus the Ewok question was born. My E-words.
Speaking of black people, though, the Witcher show has made Ciri black and the Nilfgaardians scrotums.
The Witcher series. It wasn't the trash fire we had all feared, but it certainly wasn't as great as everybody seems to think it is either, in my opinion.
Like, when you've got some of the best armor in video games, and you convert that into scrotums,
Yeah,
you know you're doing something wrong.
It was a really cool, like, emo gothic.
Or was it Triss that went black? I thought it was Ciri.
It's
Someone told me it was Ciri.
Trish Marigold went black,
But
yes.
Triss was one of the... They're all really good characters. You just keep them as they were.
You just gotta be happy by the fact that Superman actually makes a really good Witcher, because that's it.
He actually
He
really
doesn't-
does. Like
The whole time, from the beginning, I said, I think he could do a good job, and people said, Rags, he cray-cray.
Henry Cavill is actually...
totally the part.
He is a
does.
really good actor, but he doesn't... He wouldn't be my first choice in terms of the look, but he is a good actor.
Well, who would you get that might look better?
I can't remember his name, but there is... He was also suggested for the guy in charge of the Death Star. I can't remember his name. Grand Moff Tarkin. The guy that was suggested for that as
Peter
well. I
Cushing.
can't remember his name. Yes, I think that's it.
As Geralt?
I think he would look better. However, acting talent is probably more important.
Peter Cushing's kind of an old man.
Yeah, I think he'd be
Geralt's
a bit
quite
too
old.
He's way old. What?
No, Peter Cushing's like
Wait,
an old guy.
That guy's dead.
Yeah.
He died in 1994.
Oh, well, there you go.
Did he? I think I've seen him in things
Yeah.
since then.
If
I mean, you saw him in Rogue. You saw a CGI version of him in Rogue One, just like you saw a dead Carrie Fisher in Rise of Skywalker.
No. Hold on. I'm not talking about the original Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh, okay. Well, who?
I'm talking about
Grand Moff
the guy
Tarkin
who
is
was
there.
suggested as the one that they did a CGI version of him. The guy that was suggested to replace him. I can't remember who the actor's name is.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I can't remember either.
Yeah, let's just overlook Ursula.
You're asking me for someone that would be a better Witcher, and that guy looks a lot like him.
Almost had it. Panzerson would say at least don't lie to the Übermensch. The Untermensch, on the other hand...
I think Usually tell the big lie, or at least don't tell the truth. I think that's really good.
If you tell the lie so much you believe it's true, it stops being a lie.
Exactly.
That's true. Nicholas Bricheno, I love you much, and all the work you do. You deserve more money that I can reasonably give you. Also, hi, Rags.
Hello.
Yes, give me money, not give Rags. Rags is odd. He does things with dogs. You don't want to know.
I'm kind to animals.
Goodman 4, Happy New Year's, guys. Happy New Year's to you too. Obvi recently introduced polymer anti-shrapnel armor plates into my fantasy world, mainly for mechanical artificers. How rare, expensive should they be? They should cost a state's fucking budget or two.
Probably depends on what mechanical advantage they give.
I mean, first and foremost, the creation of a polymer substance capable of resisting high-velocity shrapnel in fantasy medieval-esque settings. I mean, I would
if you're
say
doing,
expensive.
if you're doing I don't know. I mean, you could have the idea that you have a fantasy setting. However, you're inserting one specific, like, modern aspect into it, kind of like how Final Fantasy does with airships.
Just make it magical. Holy shit.
Yeah, make it magical and
Make it magic.
tailor how actually effective it is to how expensive it is or how difficult it is to procure. Make them work for it.
Dr. Martin Luther Pepe used the JBP deepfake voice for the audiobook.
Wish we could.
So that's the
Really wish we could.
I'm sure he didn't want it, though. Poor bastard.
Yeah.
Matt Daffy, Rags, would you like a cup holder on the harness?
Hmm.
Oh, it's too late now, anyways.
I suppose. I bet you could put a lot of stuff in a cup holder. Grenades, mines, rockets,
Extra ball gags.
Cups.
cups. Yeah, cups. If you need a little sip on the way, you get thirsty out there.
Goodman 4, have you guys heard of a YouTube channel named Tick?
No. What's it spelled?
TIK, capital letters.
Are they some of the original founders of TikTok?
Looks like it's.
Apparently he knows history.
Yeah, History Channel. Never heard of him though.
No, me neither. Then again, the problem with YouTube is there are actually like hundreds of thousands probably of people with actually sizable followings, like 100,000 plus, that none of us have ever fucking heard of because it's that big of a retarded place.
So many people, yeah.
It is bizarre as hell when I come across a channel that does like interesting content that I would find relevant. That's got like 500,000 subscribers. I'm like, how have I never heard of this? I find it bizarre.
I think if you're a YouTuber worrying about, but will there be anyone left to subscribe to me or to watch me? It's like, no, you'll never exhaust that number.
Yeah.
We need more people to play 40k because my subscribers have been slowing and I need more people to be interested. Either that or I could start a porn channel, one of the two.
You're going to do porn.
I mean, it's a potential future, Sargon. Don't you diss it.
Pays the bills. Unless you're Mia Khalifa and then you get ripped off.
Yeah, sure. Mr. Gently Benevolent, how long before Corbyn endorses this book? I think we have to commit a terrorist attack before he will endorse it.
I'll get right on that.
Part and parcel of fighting on the Eastern Front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ed Thiemann has sent me a message in what appears to be Polish, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce.
We should invade.
Racist.
You have already invaded Poland.
Ah, perfect.
Imperial Fists, I am now content I can give more money to the Lawmaster. Also, sup much Ewok.
Sorry, can I've just seen Xavierus or whatever is over 6 million copies sold. Jürgen B. Panderson, 12 Rules for Reich, an attitude to Zionism. Most influential public intellectual in the Western world right now from Der Stormer. That's amazing. He's
linked me a newer one.
It. Oh, okay.
I'll post that too. He changed, I recommend he changed Western, and he changed it to Aryan. I think it fits better.
Excellent. Yeah, excellent. That's so great.
Yeah, I showed that on stream. I'll show it again.
Okay. Thank you a lot, Imperial Fist. Awesome to see you again after the new year. I hope you'll have a wonderful one. Goth Criolo, Rags is what makes a good Reich.
I will make a good Reich. Like, I have an investment in that.
Fairs of Epirus, as always. Daddy Wags, we shall advance to the lands with Ewoks and destroy them for, despite being 0.13% of the galactic population, account for 100% of assault on Jawas.
Oh, well, we got to protect the Jawas, if anything else.
Operquite, Uzulu equals Virgin Scott. Arch equals Chad Amundsen. Sargon equals Boomer Franklin, just Boomer Franklin. Devo equals Newfie Bartlett. See if anyone gets the reference.
Nope.
What do I equal?
You equal nothing, apparently.
Oh, well.
Don't worry, Rags. Someday you also will be a Bartlett.
I don't even know what that is.
Imperial Fists, Dev, cease and desist. Yes, Dev is wandering off on his own things again. Balevol, test Dev's humanity. I don't think we have numbers that low. Maneki Neko, Dev, cease and desist. You know, I do feel like there's probably a good argument for taking away one of Dev's humanity points if he actually goes through with this. Ludwig, hello, all my Evox. Dev should have played it as a more vamp than Yahtzee and ghouled the entire family. Arch, Fab 40k characters, Primarchs, and Big E aside. Cypher's Kane, obviously.
Tell you what, if you plan on if you plan on doing anything to Dev like that, you better make sure that you've got pretty good reaction times, because you need to duck quickly when he throws the book at you.
Well, the thing is, the beauty of being a GM means that I don't actually have to abide by the book when I don't want to.
Indeed. See, that's the reaction times I'm talking about.
Olav Övrebo, no message. I still don't know if that's fucking YouTube that does that or what it is.
If it's a small donation, they can't put a message.
No, it's $5 basically, so no, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, you should be able to put a message on there.
Yeah.
Odd. Admiral Nensons, remember to get some field artillery for a unit. Infantry win firefights, tanks win battles, artillery wins wars. Entirely correct. Matt Hawken, giving the PC command structure is Tropico 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can construct Tropico, certainly. Anders Grundström, again without a message. I'm assuming they just didn't add one, or that YouTube is going like, hey, it said niggers. Yoink. Alexander, just have the party equipped with FG42s in a year. Yes, when you get the availability to buy those, you guys should all buy the FG42s. The Uzi guy. Hey Arch, just want to say I love your videos, and you're mostly the reason why I'm a Warhammer fan. Also, Sargon, would you ever want to chat with Lindy Beige again? Hi Dev, Uzulu, and Rax.
Hello.
I'd be happy to chat with Lindy Beige. I love his stuff.
I don't like him anymore. He annoys me.
Why?
He made some arguments related to swords that triggered me.
You don't like him?
No, because of the sword question. Very important one. Alex Lee, Rags was a scene queen, he claims.
Yeah, I don't think so. I kind of think that Siren was my thing. That's why I had the seduction stuff and the background all filled out, just not actually Siren.
A bit. Imperial Fist, why doesn't Dev understand cease? Dev does not understand cease in the same way that he does not understand morality and sexuality and decency and all of these things, frankly. Ryan J. Smith, remember when Dev was Tanya the Evil and not Piper Perry? Pippa Perry. I'm pretty sure that's a porn star. Let me Google that. Yes, I believe I am correct in that assumption. See? Pornhub is educational. Maneki Neko, Dev will be punished for his debauchery. He should be, yes. And lastly, Dylan Killen. Get a Streamlabs so we can donate less to YouTube and more to you. Streamlabs requires effort and understanding of how the internet works, and I have neither of those.
Arch, it is fairly simple. I can help you with it if you want.
I don't even think it'll run. Like, I tried to do uploads without, like, the YouTube, the Google Hangout thingy, and it just, I don't know. I have
dude.
so fucking little upload speed that I don't even know if it functions.
No, stream. You don't have to use it specifically for a stream. It's just somewhere. It's basically a wrapper around PayPal that allows them to send a message.
I see. Well,
and then
that does sound amazing.
You can put the message in an OBS overlay, but you can just read it out from the site as well. And it goes straight through PayPal, and the only cut is the standard PayPal cut. Rather than YouTube's 30%, and you have to wait 1 or 2 months to get it.
To be fair, YouTube's 30% is an absolute fucking highway robbery.
Honestly, if they were actually spreading the content properly, then maybe it would be worth it. But if all they're doing is hosting the videos and allowing for people to live chat and send super chats, it's not worth 30%. Maybe 10.
Yeah, it's not exactly much work on their part. One final one. Olav Överbo. Just shit YouTube interface. Messageless super chats. Okay, so that's apparently the YouTube interface does it, or messes with their message, I guess. For 30%, you'd think they'd have that functional, but I guess that would be too much of a request.
And it's weird that you can't send one of those little GIF thingies. And
I think you have
also
to
a
enable
message
that.
with it.
Yeah, but that's retarded. It's like, do you want to send a message or do you want to send a little wavy GIF hand? Like, surely you should be able to do both.
Yeah.
But no, that would be too convenient and would not give YouTube 30% twice. YouTube. Why is this the platform that we have to use? It's tragic.
I'm looking at this news article that's come up. Anti-Islamic slogans have been daubed on a building close to a mosque, and literally Sadiq Khan's like, "This is disgusting racism." It's like, but no one's saying what the slogan was. I really want to know what was written, just in case it was actually something that was an argument rather than just hatred. Like, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Islam is right about women.
Yeah, it's a pro-Islamic slogan, isn't it?
Well, that depends on the light, I suppose.
There
Do you
were
think that,
offensive remarks, apparently.
Do you think that when
the fact that Islam is right about women is offensive to some.
given that Sadiq is now saying that this is a disgusting act of racism, or whatever it was he said exactly, is that pretty similar, do we reckon, to what he said when Islamic people were literally killing people for racial and cultural reasons? Like, things being written on a building, oh god, disgusting racism. Islamic people killing white people, oh, it just sucks that there has to be violence in a big city, but I can't really explain it.
Literally no one is saying what was posted. It's just racism. You don't need to know what was written. It's just racism.
Was it like, I respectfully disagree?
I don't know.
Racism is, of course, bad.
The fact that nobody is telling us what was written is very interesting.
You need to stop being so suspicious about this. Racism is racism, okay?
Yeah, we've decreed it. You don't need to know what was said. It'd be racist to tell you.
Precisely. And you don't want to spread more racism now, would you? That'd be silly. Right. Well, we'll wrap up the stream there, and hopefully we'll be able to do this again next week.
Fingers crossed. I'm sure something will pop up.
I'm sure something will pop up too. But it's great. Now you can go and kill more Russians, and you'll even be able to bring along some artillery.
Do we get any do we get an XP point just for the session?
You do get an XP point, yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ooh, 1 XP.
Go on, tell Dev.
And Rags, you're going to have to wage war on Dev now. I'm sorry, it's going to have to be like that.
Not all conflicts have to be resolved in violence.
Right, I'm gonna head off, guys. I'll speak to you later.
All right, goodbye.
Very well. All right, shall I
But
press
this
the button?
one undoubtedly does.
Well, if he's up close, he's dead. Because I've been specking into a lot of combat stuff. But I'm not like that, so it'll be interesting.
Constrained Anachrism, one last one. The Magnus Primarch book made me fall in love with the character of Petarabo and the Iron Warriors, something I thought was impossible. Now, the Iron Warriors are actually kind of interesting. I'm planning some videos around Petarabo and them too, which will be very nice, I think. But yes, that is it for today. So let's press the magical button and things will stop at some point. Probably.